checking it twice. I know where you've been, I smell the sin, and you're looking nice. You can't bury me. You don't love a night. I'm still broken in the gutter. It's just me on my side, but I leave you with the shudder. I got goals you don't wanna know. I got goals you don't wanna grow. Trying to forget I'm in your head, shatter up your spine. Try not to choke, a funny joke when you say you're mine. Lost your control, think you're alone, I'm still in your mind. You can't bury me. You don't love a night. I'm still broken in the gutter. It's just me on my side, but I leave you with the shudder. With the shudder. I got goals you wanna know. I got goals you wanna grow. With the shudder. I got goals you wanna know. I got goals you wanna grow. I got goals you don't wanna know. But I'm just getting started. My eyes on the target. You're the better ones, you can't go. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys, to another stream. Hope you all are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. Hope all of you are doing great, man. Today is a pretty good day, boys. It has been a great day, dude. Great set of duels from yesterday. Hopefully we'll get some great duels over on NA. But even if for some reason we just don't have enough people for NA, not to worry. I hear over on the grapevine that apparently EU boys got something cooked up. So we at least have one group, maybe potentially. We'll see if they're still around, if things go not how we would want them to. But how you boys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope all of you are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Hey, Dal Blue. What's up, Donjan? How you doing, my man? We got Kin. How you doing, Kin? Hey, just talk. Hey, stranger, how's it going? We didn't just chat in Discord or nothing. Vortex, we got ourselves 4BSYNT42. That's as good as I can get it. We got ourselves Jacko, Chicago. How y'all doing? Welcome back, boyos. Welcome back. Let me get the music back up and running here as well. Yeah, we're just going blue today, dudes. No, none of that. None of the lights on, dude. We got the camera, we got the action, just no lights. Have a 1 out of 5. Maybe we'll get more in a bit. Hey, maybe. What's up, man? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, Arnold? How you doing, man? Hope y'all are having a good one, boys. We got some duels on the table for the day, boyos. Let's have some fun, man. EU duels were pretty good yesterday. I actually enjoyed it. It was a lot of Chrysler. I felt like Chrysler just ended up either in a lot of the groups or sneaking into the groups. One or the other, man. You just saw a lot of Chrysler that day, you know what I mean? Lots of Chrysler. Alrighty. Now, I don't really know why. I think I wanted to copy character over to PTR, which is why I'm here. Let's go back to ring, dude. Let's go back to the ring. Dude, copying characters over from here to PTR has been so difficult since PTR servers haven't been the most stable, dude. They've been all over the place, man. It's been tough. I usually, like, as soon as a new PTR update comes out, I'm usually just spending a couple hours there, just putting up videos, you know what I mean? Getting recording, getting the footage. But I felt like majority of the PTR, like, let's say I'm spending an hour on PTR, I swear to God, I'm spending 40 minutes of it just getting disconnected left and right. 40 minutes of it, 20 minutes maybe of actual play and recording and footage. I got flying in PTR. Flying can get really, really quickly, by the way, so that should be pretty cool. Prize plays EU. I thought this was an NA. Prize does play on EU. That was yesterday. Prize is EU. Yeah, Fridays for EU, Saturdays for NA normally, boys. Since we are on NA, this is Saturday, we should be doing NA duels. Prize from yesterday. Really still swap factions though? It doesn't matter which factions you are, man. Yeah, Alliance and Horde both can play for 5v5 1v1 duels. Let me get the got a group but no one's in it. It's okay, man. No worries at all. We got time, we got patience. Let me open up the... Here we go. I'm gonna post this here. Here we are. In message, just so we have a way for people to join the duels if they are interested. So we'll try chilling. If you guys want to make some groups, let them know that you got a group in the chat for 5v5 and ones on Alliance and or Horde. That's how I gotta do, man. And then we get to go some boys, join some 5v5 1v1 duels, and we were good to go, man. And then we were good to go. Nice camera. Hey, Arnold. Hey, how you doing, my man? Yeah, just went a bit blue today. We're just going blue today. No biggie. I'm at worker would join this one, dude. Don't worry about it, my man. Hey, glad you're watching the stream, man. Hopefully we'll get some good duels for you to enjoy. They're out 5 in Alliance. Let's go, dude. Yo, where's Chill Pills where we need them? Where is Milord, dude? Milord came in last week. We had Chicago versus Milord with them groups, dude, back to back. Just got a group up on an A Horde 5v5 duels. Let's go, dude. Once you get a 5-man, dude, add me. Have me add you in real ID, man. It'll be good to go. That'll be perfect, right? Is that a Worgen something something? Is that a Ventier back piece or is that Kyrian back piece? That's Kyrian back piece. A Kyrian Hunter Worgen, huh? You don't really see too many Kyrian Hunters unless you strictly PvP. I wonder if he's using that for PvE purposes. Oh, Flare? Wait. Beast Mastery. Okay, for a second I thought maybe Survival. Because I saw the Trap and the Flare. I was like, wait, maybe Survival? No, BM. Apparently BM, is that still your best Legos, BM? I was hoping that the other Legos would become a lot better. Or maybe a lot closer. He's just running circles, dude. He's just living his best life, dude. Chasing cars. Or do Whisper, do you try cold? Oh, okay. That works out. That works out, then. Yeah. Let me actually see what are the best Legos for BM. I'll bring you guys with me. Here we go. Beast Mastery. Actually, is Blood Mallet better? Because I feel like Blood Mallet updates their stuff as of recently better than the other one. BM. How long ago? 2 days ago. Okay, so they recently updated this stuff. Wait, Legendaries? 2 days ago. Yeah, apparently Skyforge Embers is still to play, but Dungeons. Really? Soulforge Embers is still to play. No way. They buffed all the other Legos, but I guess it wasn't enough. Huh. I was thinking it would be enough, maybe with better gear in the next patch, because they tend to scale pretty well with gear. As you get more of the item level, more of them secondary stats, they'll get better. Is that marking him as Ventier? No way. No way. Oh, wait, Dreadfang? Or is that... Does it view him as Ventier as the best one? Maybe it does, actually. Maybe it does. Pretty sure it still would be Faye, right? I'm surprised it gives him that weapon, though. Normally it gives him the weapon of the Covenant they'll be part of, and that's Ventier. What about Blood Mallet? What did they mark him as? Blood Mallet. Because Blood Mallet's been pretty on the ball with the Sims. BM. Naya? But apparently Naji isn't that far off. Naya is ahead. What about AoE? Pretty sure AoE is going to be the same, right? Corin. But it's also with the character profile of this Lego, the Flare one. So if you change up the Lego, you might actually have a different setup. It actually is a lot closer though, isn't it? What about Rogues? Because the Rogues are a little bit behind on their Sims. Because apparently Outlet got some new Sims. Yeah, Guile Charm. They updated that recently. Guile Charm, man. Look at that thing. Apparently that's our best in slot single target Lego. Apparently it's also pretty good on raid boss and ads. I actually really want to try this one. I want to try Guile Charm, see how good it can be. I think this could be a pretty cool Lego to play with on pure single target, but also AoE. Apparently it's quite a bit ahead of Celerity, especially with Deeper Strat. So I wonder if you go single target build, I guess Mark for Death and Keys, and play Guile Charm. Because that would give you a lot more single target damage, right? I mean, in pure AoE of just Dungeon Slice, Mark of the Master Assassin still is a little ahead. But raid boss with ads, that I feel like this in a sense marks a lot of the trash packs and Mythic Pluses. Doesn't it? I really want to try this though. That should be really fun whenever we get a chance for it. But yeah, boys, getting some 5V5 1v1s done for the day. If you guys got a group, or if you guys want to look over a group for 5V5 1v1 duels, all you have to do is go to LFG Group Finder, go to PvP tab, Prima Group, Custom PvP, find the group top number 5, enter to join one of the groups for 5V5 1v1s. Tricold got a group. And we also got a group with Alliance for Chicago. Have a good one, dude. Don't work too hard. Sounds good. Have a great day. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you, my dude. More people on Owly? That's kind of treasonous as this. I know, right? But we'll see if there's more people on Alliance today. We'll see. Because it looked like, last week, Chicago was, I think it was Chicago's group that was taking a while to get Alliance boys in here, while Milord had a 5-man constantly. But we'll see. We'll hang out here on an A for a bit, boys, and we'll try to see if we can open up to EU as well, to see if we might be able to get more people in here for the 5V5 1v1 duels. But yeah, I'm sure these things are going to be a little bit slower until patch 9.1. So I was thinking maybe next week, try doing 9.1 duels on PTR. I was thinking maybe try doing some duels on PTR, testing out the new auto talents, testing out what things work. And on PTR duels, we'll be able to get NA and EU boys together. As long as they have me added over on PTR, dude, we will be able to do it pretty easily. As long as the whole 5V5 1v1 DUELS thing isn't broken on patch 9.1. As long as it's not broken. It could be completely broken, but as long as it's not broken, we'll be chilling. You know what I mean? But yeah. How you boys all doing? Hope everybody's having a good one, by the way, while we're waiting. Trackle with 1 out of 5. We just need 4 more and we're good to go there. YouTuber Dalaran, what? Yeah, what's up, SJ? How you doing, man? I just didn't feel like... Maybe we should go back to the webcam. I could go back to webcam. What do you guys think? Should we use the model or back up to webcam? Why can't I fast forward this? What's up, gaming? How you doing, my man? Oh, give me this. Hope you're having a good one. Should we swap out the model towards the webcam? Should we swap them out, boys? What do you think? Because I was thinking just do the model just to chill today. But if you guys missing the stash, we could totally do that. Or we just used to the original, maybe webcam. Yeah, we could do the webcam. I'll just need to get the lights on. Not gonna lie, I kind of missed the stash. All right. Let me go get the lights on. I gotta get them set up. I gotta drag one of the lights a little closer. Give me a sec. Here we go. Hold on, another one. All right, I think we're set. Hold on. I do like the light setup because I feel like I can see my PC setup really easily. Alrighty, so what's gonna happen if I just close this? Okay, it just disappears. Nothing crazy happened. Oh, okay, it identified. Wow, works out for me. And there we go. Easy. Now, do I need to fuck with the settings? No, I don't. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is awesome. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. You're Cam. I want to see the famous stash. So, dude, it's not proper, dude. I didn't tease it into place well enough today. So you guys are gonna have to go with a homeless look for Dalaran for the day. Although good in PvP, it's much better than it was in BFA. I'll tell you that. Haven't seen chat. Face of yours. What's up, Chicago? Hey, hope you're satisfied with that. This game is super weird. You don't like it? I kind of like it. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty neat. I might use it for like, I don't know. It's really nice because I don't have to have the lights on me, right? I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, thick stash. What's up, dude? Dude, I'm just, every time I go to the barbershop, I'm just like, yo, get my beard done, get that trimmed. Let's get a haircut done, short on the sides, short on the back. The shorter the better. But let's just leave the mustache alone, dude. I'm just letting it grow. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just letting it grow, seeing what happens. Maybe I should do that with my beard too. Let's just let the beard grow. Just so I'll get through the awkward phase where the beard is like, you know, really starting to fill out. And then once it starts getting some length, then we'll be good to go. My beard is a little weird because there's a middle part under my chin that goes longer than everything else faster, and it starts to get this curling thing going on with it. It's weird. Imagine that without the stash, dude. Couldn't even do that. I'll play now. Sounds good, dude. Our losing streak on Outlaw is funny AF. That's unfortunate. 2 hour or losing streak on Outlaw. I feel like most people try to play Outlaw Rogue like the people who play Sub Rogue or the people who play Assassin. And I think you gotta approach the spec a little bit differently. Like, you can't just like slap the same Legos on the Outlaw and then play it exactly just like Sub Rogue. I think you have to play it differently, right? You have to take advantage of the different aspects like shorter blind, constant auto attack pressure, gouge. So you have to play it differently. And I think it really comes down to just people not really knowing how to play Outlaw Rogue properly, because there are rogues out there that are playing Outlaw at the 2800 3v3s. Like, Outlaw is fine. Like, people are playing the spec to 2800 in 3v3s. Like, they're doing really well. So just because somebody that is generally good at rogues isn't doing well at one spec doesn't mean that it's bad. You know what I mean? But with a bowl cut, imagine Dalaran, but with a bowl cut. Look pretty weird. If anything, I'd do like a bowl cut and then do like a bald thing in the top of the head. Look like a monk. Actually, I wouldn't even do that. What's up, Mirrors? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Dal hit meta on the Demon Hunter. I haven't played with Demon Hunter forever, bro. Hit meta. Yee. I have my meta, so it like instead of having to like mark the green spot where you have to leap to, I just press it and it leaps where I'm pointing my cursor at, kind of like the grapple macro. Imagine that with a goatee. With a goatee. I don't know, but maybe I'll grow out the beard. I don't really know about a goatee though. Like if I am gonna go full beard, I want to go full beard. I think that'd be cool as hell. You know what I mean? Are there any dead specs in PvP right now, like really bad specs? There are unpopular specs that not a lot of people really play, like Fury Warrior. I feel like isn't super common. Maybe do people play Frost Mage? I think people still play Frost Mage, but I don't know if there's a lot of good Frost Mages out there. Actually, we could check this. We could check this for ourselves. Hold on, let's see. Are there any good Frost Mages at all? There gotta be some that are doing well. But are they popular? I don't think they're as popular as Fire. So would you count them as unpopular, or is Mage like just there's enough of them? Frost. No, there's mages that are playing Frost apparently to 3K. Somebody's playing at 3K right now. Mostly as Night Fae. Are they actually Frost, or are they just like swapping Frost just for funsies? No, it looks like they're actually Frost. And I don't think they're Frost for PvE. I mean, maybe. Really, Night Fae is pretty popular for Frost. With Dreamweaver. Is it for the haze with Field Blossoms? Maybe cooldown reduction in general. Probably for the CDR. Yeah, I don't know. There might be some dudes that are playing it well, but like doesn't mean that it's popular. You know what I mean? Some people have success. Like apparently there's some dude that has 2900 as a Fury Warrior. Necrolord Fury Warrior. Really? And he has the Bladestorm Lego as a Fury? Is that a thing? Apparently it is. Maybe that's the play. It's like there's somebody that plays well at it. You know, somebody is successful at it. But Immortal Strike is a 50% chance to trigger a second Mortal Strike. Are they actually Fury, or is it just they messing with Fury? Because they're running the Bladestorm Legendary. And they have a Mortal Combo Conduit. Mortal Strike has a 50% chance to trigger another Mortal Strike. Maybe they just go for like a big Bladestorm one-shots of that Lego, actually. You know what? Actually, maybe that's what they were doing. Have fat-ass weapons here and there. No, I think they're just messing this Fury. I think they're mostly an Arms Warrior. Now I'm looking at their offhand weapon. Offhand weapon is pretty low item level. So I don't know if they're actually a Fury Warrior. This guy, though, 2900 that I'm looking at. Sifu's Lego. Yeah, maybe this guy's legit. Maybe the other guy was just messing around. No, this guy also has Mortal Combo Lego. What? Maybe he's just checking out Fury, but he's not actually Fury main? I think that's exactly what it is. Both of these guys have 233 main head weapon and 197 offhand. Maybe that's something they're doing. Maybe that's something they're messing with. Maybe it's a real thing. I don't know. Hard to see. I feel like MM100's Affliction Warlocks are scarce. Weren't MM100s really popular? And weren't Affliction Warlocks popular at the beginning though? They are 5 in Alliance? Man, okay, that's fine. Come on, people. Yo, dude, we just need a few more bodies, dude. Just need a few more boys in here. What about EU, dude? We might have to open it up for EU as well. We can probably give it like 10 more minutes, and if we don't get our group over on NA, we'll open it up for EU boys as well. See if we can get a 5V5 1v1 over on the EU. Just switched my Feral to Necrolord recently. It's so much fun. I'm glad you're liking it, dude. Feral Necrolord looks so really cool. I always see Aflock. Let's see if they're any good, actually. They're looking popular at all. Sure, pretty popular. How's it going, Del? What's up, Dwarf? Say hi to my man. Trying to get a group together for 5V5 1v1 Duels. My dude. Hope you're having a good one, my guy. It looks like there's 35 Alpha Warlocks. To 9 Demos, and Destro's 38. So no, Affliction apparently is pretty popular, at least in 3v3s. Maybe not in 2v2s, but apparently they're pretty popular in 3v3s. They seem to be doing pretty well. Actually, doesn't sub creation? Wait, sub creation apparently has a rated PvP listing of the classes. Apparently, they have affliction warlocks in the B tier or popularity. So they're not terrible, but they're not popular. The unpopular specs will apparently be demonology, destruction, marksman, frost mage, arcane mage. Which I believe it. For melee, it'll be outlaw rogue, survival, fury warrior, unholy DK. Which normally you'd see survival hunter up there, but I guess as of recent they haven't been super insane. I can totally imagine them for outlaw rogues too. But apparently there's more outlaw rogues in RPGs than survival hunters. How does that work out? No idea. But apparently the top of them is the arms warrior, then retribution paladin, and sub rogue. Apparently those are the guys that are at the top. Enhance and Windwalker are not terrible either. Feral and Frost DK apparently not bad. I mean, I get it. It just all depends on popularity too, right? Doing great, man. Trying to hit 60 so I can get that item level and hopefully get in these duels. Let's go, Duels FC. Let's go, my man. When you hit 60, man, if you want to start PvPing, just start doing BGs, grinding the honor, man. Do your story stuff too. Do your campaign for your covenant as well. I mean, arms and fury, and unhinged of a fury is better because if your whirlwind makes the next 2 single target abilities AoE, and if you use a blade storm, which is lower use than that, it's way bigger burst. Oh, is that what you do? You just whirlwind into a blade storm and that cleaves? Does a blade storm cleave down everybody? I don't know if that's how that functioned. If everyone needs a DPS to finish teams, invite me. There we go, my dude. This is my 4th all season 2100. Yeah, man, more than welcome to. More than welcome to 5V5 1v1 DUELS. If you guys want to find the groups and how to join them, go to player versus player premium group, custom PvP. Find the group. It's on number 5. Enter 6 5. Enter, and you're good to go, man. Get in there. Already hitting a lot of beats at the moment. There you go, dude. You get used to it, right? Rabbit M plus Blazer build, huge cleave build for trash. So there is a Fury Warrior build that's about Blade Storm, but it is with a different Lego. So unless it's a new build out of nowhere, Thonjan, I would wager a guess it's something they're doing specifically for PvP with a Blade Storm. But I could be wrong too, right? I could be wrong. But maybe the Mortal Strike somehow scales better with double weapon for a Fury Warrior. And you're just going for as much versus as I can afterwards. Just having as strong as I can a main hander, and then try to get a versatility heavy off-hander. And then just maybe that Mortal Strike just hits really hard during that Blade Storm. Maybe you just put 2 people together, Whirlwind, Blade Storm, you're cleaving him down, it's huge pressure, somebody gets low, execute, done, out of there. So maybe that's what they're trying to go, so for a big one-shot, like a big AoE combo that we just haven't seen yet. Like there must be a reason why they're running it, right? And who knows exactly why, but it's interesting to see some of the different combos people run. I like it. But yeah, 5V5 boys, if you guys want to join in, more than welcome to. We have 2 groups. We have one in Chicago, I think still 3 out of 5, and then 2 out of 5 with Tricold. Need a couple more Horde and Alliance boys. But in a bit, we will also be opening up to EU as well. Trying to see if we can get more groups in there. Trying to join this group, but they're not accepting. What? No way. Why not? Maybe he's AFK? Maybe he's AFK? Unless we'll do like 25, 35k damage. Wait, really? What the hell? Wait, why did it'll do that much damage? That seems like a lot. Imagine getting slapped by 25k Mortal Strike. Hey, what's up, Danny? How do my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Why does it hit so hard? I'm gonna go. This group's gonna come back now. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. In your whirlwind before Blade Storm hits you, MS will do 25 to 30. Why does that hit so hard? What does you do? EU Duels normally Fridays mirrors, but well, I think we'll open up for EU Duels today as well. We're struggling to get some NA boys in here. So I'm down to open it up to EU crowd as well. Try to see if we can get some duels for the day. You know what I mean? I'm down to get some duels today, boys. So we'll try to get both EU and NA crowd in here in just a moment. I'll give you 3 more minutes in case you just randomly get like somebody logging on, bunch of people in. Because if you do an M plus that hits like 5 people with MS, that's crazy damage. Wait, really? It's hit 5 people with Mortal Strike, it hits crazy damage. Not single target, talking about M plus. Oh, so it is a build in M plus then. Hold on, let me see if it is a thing. Oh no, we actually can see it. Is that a thing that Fury Warriors have been doing recently? Webcam, here we go. Let's actually see, because we can see what Fury Warriors are running. Maybe there is a new build. I mean, it doesn't look like Fear Warriors are running anything but Torment, so I don't really know if it's that good for Mythic Plus. This is like some of the highest keys though, so maybe like in the lower end keys, like 15s and below, it might be a pretty good setup, but in the high end, I'm not really seeing it, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but just saying, I'm not seeing it. Now the Legos that they're running, maybe it's a combo here. No, all Torment Kings with the combos. But yeah, so I'm thinking it is a PvP thing, honestly. I'm thinking it is a PvP thing. Bounty, you got a group? 3 out of 5? Let's go, dude. Let's go, man. Wait, is Bounty and Tricold different people? Wait, Bounty and Tricold, if you guys are the same faction, you could merge together. And that'd be quite a lot of dudes in there, man. It does 10k? Wait, that's pretty good. Okay, so you meant like it'll do 35 to 30 with the cleave. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe it is the way to go. I'm back in a group if anyone wants to queue for my group. There we go, man. There we go. I think Bounty has a group. I don't know if he has Alliance or a Horde group. If you have an Alliance group, Bounty, you should join Chicago to make a 5-man. If you have a Horde group, you should join Tricold. Merge your groups together so you can have a 5-man. But yeah, we'll give it a second. And then I think we'll open it up to the EU boys as well, dude. Horde? I think Tricold is also Horde, so you guys can merge. So we can have a 5-man. Because once we get these duels started, usually it's pretty easy to keep people rolling in there and keep new people cycled in. Emerged? Okay. 5 out of 5? Let's go. Chicago. Do you have 5? We have a 5-man with Bounty, dude. 5-man with Bounty. Chicago, do you have a 5-man group? Or somebody on NA has a 5-man group? Because we have a 5 on the Horde, dude. Others will have to open it up for EU as well. We probably will in a bit. Chicago! I'll give him a minute. I'll give him a minute. We'll see how it goes. But dude, once we get a group on an A, sometimes it's a little slow on an A. It's been like that since a couple weeks ago, I want to say. But once we get a group rolling, it's usually pretty easy to keep that one rolling because it will just replace people one by one. If you have a 5-man, dude, 3 out of 5. Just need 2 more alley boys, dude. More Alliance for Chicago. Just need 2 more Alliance boys to join the 5v5 1v1 duels over on the NA. Hey, I got to see you again. How have you been? What's up, Celtic? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. How about you, man? How about you? I'm doing good. We're chilling, doing some duels. You know, the usual. The usual. Hope you're doing good, my man. Hope you're doing good. All right. Let me open it up to the EU boys. Master 11. We can go EU until NA is ready. We can do that. Champions. Need EU boys for 5v5 1v1 duels. Today is open to EU as well. Let's get some groups up, boys. Here we go. Alrighty, we'll open up a second. More Alliance are called treason. We need more Alliance for you guys to fight against. Let me get the EU version of WoW rolling too. Let me open that up. Maybe we can have NA or EU with a group available. Good, my dude. Awesome, awesome. Happy to hear that. Let me switch to this scene. Hopefully it doesn't lag too hard for you guys. Hopefully it doesn't lag super hard. DA Spectator. We should be pretty good then. And I might have to move these characters to like Agama or something. Potentially. Group open in EU Horde. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, having a second wall running in the background. Wait, what if I do this? Is it bad? That's not bad at all, actually. If I do it like this. Cool, cool. Alrighty, if you have a group over on the EU, boys, let me know. Groups are open on EU. If you guys want to join in on that one. Groups on an A and groups on EU, boys. Just whisper me in real ID. We're good to go. Master 11, if you could re-whisper me over on the EU. I guess you did technically whisper me since you were on the EU, but it doesn't show up for here. But if you whisper me, let me know you have a group, man. Let's go. We need another group over on the EU today, boys. Either Horde or Alliance group. A second group if at all possible. And then we'll be good to go. Otherwise, if Chicago trying to get a group of 5 boys together, EU boys try to get more groups together, so we'll be good to go. Just see the bodies, boys, just see the bodies, and then we're chilling. Where's Ather, man? Where's Ather when you need him? Ather's probably pushing keys, actually. Ather is actually such a big pumper in keys now. He does all 15s with 4 DPS. He literally doesn't need a healer in a necrotic week. He literally just brings an extra boomkin and then just blow up bosses in a single, like, phase. Apparently, two on the side body says they just blew him up in the first phase. Which I think it's possible with 3-man, but a 4-man a guarantee. With 3-man, you need some big pumpers to really make that happen. But bringing a second Boomy, second Convoke is just disgusting amounts of damage, dude. Just a raw, disgusting amount of damage. Speaking of Boomy, I actually played Boomy recently, and I didn't really like it. I don't know what it is about Boomkin, boys. I didn't really like it. I just couldn't get behind it. I don't know what it is. I played it in the key, and it's like I did the regular like Convoke Druid and everything, right? Convoke Boomy, the Boomy that everybody's playing right now. I'm just there dotting things up, and I'm maintaining Starfall and AoE packs, and I'm going from one Eclipse to another Eclipse. Like, it just like, I don't know, it feels like there's something missing out of it. Like, there's something missing. Like, I feel like the Eclipse system just doesn't like really, like, it's there. But I guess I miss like the old school Eclipse system where like during an Eclipse you had the most damage possible. Boom is dope. I want to hit max level and next 22 on him, 41 a month. It's just not a lot of rotation for right now. Yeah, at low levels I feel like for Boom there's just not a lot of ability to use in a rotation. But like at max level I felt like, I don't know, you dot things up, Sunfire, Moonfire, and then you hit either Rats to put yourself in a lunar eclipse or Starfire to put yourself in a solar eclipse. But like I feel like the eclipses themselves, they buff up nature damage and the arcane damage of your play abilities, but also the astral damage of abilities. Astral being like Starfall, Star Surge, and there's some other talents in between that also are astral damage. Astral is a combination of like arcane and nature. So if you like you get a nature buff, your astral damage is also buffed kind of deal. Or if you get both eclipses, it actually double dips into it, which is pretty cool. But I don't know, I just felt like my nature damage, like solar eclipse have also buffed my nature damage abilities, and I felt like my Rasps were hitting like a wet noodle. Like, they're okay, they're doing stuff, something maybe, they're doing stuff, and Sunfires are doing a little bit more damage, but it's really all about the Star Surges and the Star Falls. So it felt like the eclipse part is a bit of filler, and then the main counterpart or the main play style of Boomy is the big Star Surges, the big Star Falls. Particularly during your legendary boats, where once you go into an eclipse, at the beginning of the eclipse you have like 40% crit, and every second decays pretty quickly. So as soon as you get an eclipse, you want to blast out as many Star Surges as you can, or you want to Starfall and try to get as much value out of it as you can. You know what I mean? 4 out of 5? Is that over on the NA? 4 out of 5? Alright, Chicago got a 4 out of 5, man. Need one more? Yo, Chicago needs one more over on the Alliance, boys. Chicago just needs one more over on the Alliance so we can actually have some NA duels today, man. Chicago just needs one of the Moss, dudes. Chicago just needs one of the Moss and we'll be good to go. Booming for RBG is just multi-dotting, Convoke and CD and be top DPS. It is really good, right? Don't get me wrong. But it just felt like there wasn't... I feel like a Feral Druid, I feel like is so much more involved in a gameplay. Like, you need to put the bleeds in, make sure there's a rake on everybody, and you don't have a lot of energy to play with, so it just feels like you're trying to manage your energy to create the most value out of the little energy bar that you have. So when a Feral Druid, if you just line up like perfect set of bleeds, oh, things are just melting. It is so satisfying, right? And then setting up a big old bleed, so you're just biting back to back because you get procs for it with that one rip Lego. It's so good, right? It just feels like so interactive, right? You really build up this like this cannon worth of damage, and you get to enjoy that cannon worth of damage. Just bites back to back. With Boomy, you feel like you're in control constantly. Chicago got 5 men. All right, we got ourselves bounty with Chicago first up of the day for the duels. Bounty and Chicago. You boys don't go anywhere after this duel. We'll probably get it right next as soon as this duel goes. EU, keep putting groups together, man. EU, you're more than welcome to keep putting groups together. We're just gonna do this duel over on the NA real quick. It is still open to EU though, if you guys want to join in. It is still open to EU. Perhaps more entertaining, but people really want to play Boomkin RPGs. Yeah, Boomy is just really good. But I kind of found Boomkin, to me personally, just me personally, a little bit more, I don't want to say boring, because it isn't boring. It has moments of that are good, but it just like, there's some satisfaction that's missing out of it, I guess the best way to put it. It's just not as satisfying for me. Switch. AJ, my man! Oh my goodness.
Don't forget to hit the red button down there. Also, don't forget to like as well.
Hey, can we get a hashtag AJ? Don't forget, he says, don't forget to hit that red button down there. Also, don't forget to like as well. Boys, if you're watching this duel, if you're enjoying yourselves, hit subscribe, hit like, man. Because AJ literally don't know for that. We got us a team one together with Executing. Oh, look at like a ferocious cutie. Ventier, I think Ventier Arms Warrior. We got its name as a rogue. We got Sega Main as a Boomy with Big and Goo as a red pal, and Floyd as the Shadow Priest, and it's gonna be War Grand first up as a Survival Hunter this time. Are you still Ventier, or did you go back to Kyrian? What's going on? There's gonna be a steel trap for Floyd. And that's going to be working, peeling off the layers of buffs from Floyd in the opener, trying to get him down up. Is a Vanthier on his Hunter, so that's going to be a pretty big kill shot. Stunned by Wargram with big grenades, lots of damage on Floyd. How much to force out to disperse? It looks like Wargram just had really good go just now. Massive setup, and Floyd is looking to maybe get some counter pressure onto Wargram, but the line aside by the Hunter, it's going to be perfect. It's a trinket for Wargram out of the sun, trying to go for, I think, a freezing trap, or the Floyd can't do much. Wait, did you see? Feared. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna guess a DC or something wrong happened, and Floyd did take him out though, but I really don't know what happened just now. Wargren? Everything good, bud? He had a really good go, by the way. Maybe he's playing like some kind of like an all-in build. He did have a trinket. He just a trinket and then immediately did he DC? I'm gonna guess he DC'd. That's super unfortunate, but Floyd does land the first kill. Who's next? Oh, this team. It's either gonna be iFox Survival with Chakran. Wait, hold on. Chakrakon. We'll call it Chakra as another enhancement shot. We got some Chicago's enhanced, and Peachy in the back as a continuum, as you can choose to play a Necrolord Feral Druids this time, dude. Try to see if you can play Boomy. Gotta go Necrolord Feral Druid instead, which is the combo. Hopefully one of them is I lagged out. That's unfortunate. Did everybody else on Team NA lag out? If everybody else on Team NA lagged out, like somebody's gonna have to go. It looks like it's gonna be iFox up next. Yeah, if somebody lags out, man, and waiting for them to come back, you might as well send the next person in. Floyd knows there's gonna be a Survival Hunter. My screen froze as well. That's big on Forge, dude. How do you have that kind of DC from so many boys over on the Team 1, man? On Team 2. Someone's sabotaging Team 2, dude. Must be somebody in Team 1. Who could it be? Stunned by Floyd. Going for big damage on iFox. Is going to be tricking off that stun silence. iFox actually denied traps for a little bit. Throwing down big grenades back on Floyd. Could be dispersed. Is going to be dispersed. He's chasing down the Shadow Priest. Trying to continue the pressure. Floyd is next to him for that big old fear. Is going to be a mind game zone to iFox. Better deny some of the damage to Floyd. Is going to go faint down. Should remove the mind games off. That does land the muzzle interrupt onto Floyd as iFox is looking for a little bit of line to side. Big PI available for Floyd. And it's going to be a harpoon of iFox. No interrupts available. If Floyd gets any kind of CC chains, he could be in a great spot trying to maintain the damage as best as possible. Big feint death for iFox, removing the dots. Interrupter Floyd on Shadow. Greater feint is all he has. No way to interrupt for the time being. Kill shot missing. And Floyd is going to have to get some counter pressure here or back-to-back heals. Stun onto iFox. Does he go for the kill? Does he do it? Actually backing out completely. Hopefully he didn't go for a Shadow Word Death. I think he did go for Shadow Word Death. At the very end, though, he was like, you know what? I'm basically over. Maybe I can take him out with me. And he actually got so close. Imagine if they just sniped each other with a cross kill. And next up is going to be Sega Main from Shu. Hello. Is it going to be from Shu? Hello? What if he dies? Does he go to Shu? Goodbye? What's up, Sam? How you doing, my man? Yeah, hopefully Team 2 gets in here, man. Hopefully Team 2 does get the boys back in. Chicago froze. Also, your boy Wargran froze. Gonna be iFox not freezing when he sees Sega main in stealth. It's gonna be immediate Thorns. Try to go for a war stuff. Big convoke. Maybe a little. Oh my god, he just blasted in Chakra. Uh-oh. Not much you can do with that convoke though. It will just target anybody nearby, and iFox was nowhere near him. But the pet did die, I believe. It looks like Sega main is either gonna bail out, or maybe he's just not seeing iFox. Maybe he doesn't have health bars over his head. Because look, he was walking to him. Maybe he wanted to go for a bit of a reset. But there goes a burst out of Sega. Cyclone into the pet. iFox will not be able to use that pet for a stun or a kill commands. So maybe it'll be bad for him. Maybe it'll be bad for iFox. Sega is blasted. Those starters back to iFox is going to go for pet sack. So the pet is back in. iFox is pretty low on health though. Is going to go for a massive heal with acceleration as well as a battle master trinket. Throwing a freezing trap onto Sega. Does go for the trinket. Not interrupting many bandages. Instead, he's just tucking tail and running out of there. Just bailing out completely. As iFox making sure to tag him with them grenades. Sega, does he have a big go here anytime soon? He does have pretty long CDs. But if he can just get himself some resources, he might be okay. Thorns is up in bear form. Could go for a lot of self-heals. Does go for a Ruder to iFox. Shifting out of form before the fear comes out. An iFox landing a stun onto Sega. I think it could be end here. Flame shot could be a bunch of kill shots back to back. Kill shot in bear form does go for a roar. Gonna be iFox burning a trinket just to end the kill. Just try to see if he can get the win here. It needs one more kill shot onto Sega. Does he have it? Big haze buff. Might have a flame shot proc. Oh, and Sega poked his head out maybe a little too far with that kill shot going through. Next up is gonna be Big and Goo. Up next. Wait, it's Big Bang. UE. Big Bang U. Why do I call him Big Bang U? I think it's even funnier if we just call him like, this is not the name at all. But it's going to be a Paladin up next. Big versus iFox. Hopefully he'll have some big damage, but that's going to be a full reset for iFox. I'll try to see if he can hit him with a Wake of Ashes out. iFox doesn't really have a lot of defenses to work with here. Maybe offenses. He might be able to do something with Big. Try to go for that redemption. Is he going to try to get him out? Freeze and trapping. Just gonna freeze and trap him out. Dots hit him with a flame shot, extending the dots, exchanging the dots. That's gonna be quite a bit of damage over time. Rolling Big, getting hit with a stun. Gonna be a blessing of protection. Actually, iFox can remove it. Does get to remove it. Big shots going through. Big does have a massive Seraphim. Does he hit that Reckoning though? I don't know if he hit that Reckoning or missed it. He might have missed it. Shield of Energy should keep him rolling for a bit. Big damage to iFox, and it's over. Just needed himself a big old go, and down he goes. That is the Retribution Paladin burst here, boys. It looks like we did have a disconnect, though, with Chicago. Hopefully they'll get back in here. But a pretty big DC happened just now. Peachy going to be up next. Flesh Captain while in bear form. I think that does give him extra healing. Or extra big shield, since bear form does give him more health. Big, making sure to secure himself a position with Consecration. Peachy not walking on top of it. Not getting himself caught out of stealth. Is going to get the opener. Big bleed should be up for Big. That's going to be the swarm up and running. That's a, oh, Big dots are just melting this man right now. It's going to have to go for Ward of Glories back to back. That Frenzy was doing some damage. I don't know if he got the rip with it either. But that was quite a bit of damage for Peachy in the opener. Is going to jump over to the side, still holding to Fleshcraft Shield, getting a restun opener onto Big. I think that was maybe Silent GR. Ursul's available, so Peachy can get the hell out of there in case things go bad. And just waiting out for Big. Just waiting out for Big, maybe to catch a reset. Goes in for yet another stun. He's super DR'd at this point. Big maybe could connect with a Hodge. He has wings available. Hand for him, trying to see if he can bail over. Swarm is on him. The dots are going to be doing quite a substantial damage. Big Reckoning coming down for Big. Having to go for Ward of Glories as early as possible, though. And Peachy looking to get himself a bit of a reset. Does catch himself a re-stealth. And it's going to get the opener onto Big. The Swarm is back on him. Trinket and a Shield of Vengeance out for the Paladin. Does he go for a Hodge? Peachy might actually break that Shield of Vengeance. Better be careful. That is Seraphim. That's going to be wall available. Big got himself some damage rolling, but looks like he's taking damage himself. Minding the bubble as Peachy can maybe force the pressure out of him. Is Big going to go for a cast? Better not heal him with a cast spell. Actually getting kind of low stun. Bang for Peachy as the man just in out the global by the looks of it. Peachy taking him out with Executing gonna be up next. Looking to land those big executes on Peachy. Look at that range he has on those things. But Peachy besting a Retribution Paladin, that's usually a pretty difficult play for a Feral Druid. Executing, making sure he gets for the port. Go using that Vented teleport ability to get back up. Try to see if he can catch Peachy before they caught a re-stealth. And that Thorns is going to be pretty painful. If only Executor has a way to deal with the Thorns. Feared him. Warbreaker, maybe Big Dammy, Big Condemns, try to come through, try to go for a Blade Storm just to cancel out from the root. That's going to be maybe charge on the Peachy. Is looking to jump down ASAP. Maybe, or maybe just looking to go back down. Or he only had Typhoon. But that's going to be big cooldowns out of Executi gone, and he wasn't really able to maximize the big Condemns just yet. If he can somehow deny Peachy the opener, he might still be okay. If he just denies the opener for the Druid, so he can get a proper setup with a stun, he might be okay. He doesn't have the rage to Whirlwind or anything though. Not much you can do unless you pick up the eyes. Peachy trying to make some bleeds happen. Bark's getting it up. I don't know if Executor has wall or anything. Big old bite. Maybe this way you want to make sure you have parry up. It's going to have the parry. Condemns are coming through, but that root just stops him in place. Let's see, that's the second charge. Try to stay on Peachy. It's actually on him. There goes the Condemns, making damage happen. Executing is dotted up. A whole portion of the dot is going to ignore pay, but not all of it. And Peachy comes back in with a couple combo points and a big old bite. Name XD is going to be up next versus Peachy, playing that Night Fae Rogue. Going for the reset, actually. Is he trying to go for a reset with 100% crit? Actually, I think he was trying to see if Peachy would walk out of there. Bear form Fleshcraft does get interrupted. Super unfortunate. That's going to be a cycle for Peachy. Nothing Name can do unless he goes for a cloak. And Name is playing that assassination I just noticed. So there's going to be Assassin, Bleeds, and Poisons versus Peachy's Bleeds and Bites. We'll see which one of those is better. Blind onto Peachy, trinkets out of it. Does he go for the big setup? And it looks like Name does not go for the Shadow Step. I was almost expecting a Shadow Step out of it, but decided to go for the Night Fae Soul Form instead. The Rogue isn't really doing all that great. Kidney shot onto Peachy, does lock him down for a second, but the Rogue is out of cooldowns for the time being. Looking to maybe disconnect from Peachy. Smoke bomb creating some line of sight. Trying to see if he can maybe get himself a restealth. Does catch a re. And Peachy getting shadow stepped on. Does catch a restealth themselves, actually. So it looks like it's a big old reset for the both of those two. Interesting. Interesting. Peachy making sure to pick up the eyes. Name. Buying his time, man. He needs a cooldown. So he has nothing. No blind, only trinket. No vanish. So you gotta have a really hell of a time with the Druid. At most, at worst, I guess you could get an opener, kidney shot, and reset behind the pillar of that kidney. And that might be the saving grace for Name. That might be the saving grace for him. But we'll see how that goes, man. Peachy's still looking out for him. And it's picking up, is that second? No, no set of eyes. Second set of eyes is up though, but Peachy hasn't, I thought he picked them up for some reason. Name, scouting those eyes, hanging out by the pillar. Peachy approaching. If Name is out of position, Peachy will be able to find him. For Peachy, an opener is important, but I think for Name it's even more important. Making sure he gets a fat garrote, making sure he gets a cheap shot if he needs it. You know, whatever the opener is, he wants to make sure he's the one getting it. Name approaching the eyes, camping him. Peachy, kind of looking at the eyes, but mostly roaming. The Rogue, it almost looks like he touched it. It almost looks like he touched the eyes. It's like from Finding Nemo, touched the butt. I don't know if he touched the butt yet. He's so close to it. He's chilling. He's biding his time. He's getting cooldowns back. If anything, I think maybe the Rogue is like, you know what? I'm in a really bad spot defensively, offensively. Peachy does buck out of stealth for a second in bear form. That's where Name has him. So now Name is more likely to open up on Peachy, but Peachy's in bear form. Bart's gonna just open immediately. No Vendetta for Name just yet. Flashcard getting interrupted. I think for Peachy, you might as well just cast the Cyclone into Name's face next time. Get interrupted, then go for full Flashcard. But yeah, that's why he gets the CC instead. And now he's the one getting the opener. Does get the stun into Name, forces the trick out of the Rogue. Evasion up immediately. Peachy does have the full stop set up. That's gonna be Thorns as big bleeds come in. Name does have quite a bit of dots on him. Peachy making sure to pick up the eyes in case the Rogue goes for a reset. And actually, it's gonna be the Swarm on Name, putting quite a bit of dots on him. So Vanish, big damage on Peachy. Peachy does have a wall for this, trying to break away from the Rogue, maybe with the Ursos, or maybe just keep the Rogue next to him. Rogue does walk out of it. It's going to be a trick for Peachy out of that blind. A Name needs to get himself a stun or something. He's not in a good spot at all. Dots are just rolling, and looks like he bled out. And it's interesting that Peachy just kind of the next time like I'm just a race or something. Peachy coming back in with a big blaze as a Feral Druid, boys. Oh my god, look at that healing too. iFox did quite a bit of damage too. Very well done, boys. Very well done. Very well done for the first game of an A. All right, let's see if we can get another one going, yeah? I'm pretty sure some of you guys would want a rematch, especially Chicago, who never got to play. And maybe even Warcraft, who got DC'd. Let's go again. If you guys want to keep most of the same groups or replace like 1 or 2 people, if you want to get some new blood, you're more than welcome to, man. Is it a group I could join? I'm Alliance? Yeah, for Chicago, in case they're looking for more people. If you guys want to look up for 5v5 1v1 Duels, we're doing them on an A today. Also, we have the group open for EU as well. Go to player versus player, premier group, custom PvP, head find group, top number 5, enter in chat to see if there's a group available. If there isn't, you can always start one yourself, call it something like 5v5 1v1 Duels, and let them know in chat that you got a group available, boys. Also in the chat above, there's a pin on how to actually get into the groups. Can I get a re on that? Yeah. As soon as Bounty says he's got a group, man, we're good to go. As soon as Bounty says he has a group, man, I'm ready. We have one for EU as well. No, nothing for EU, actually. It was so troll. Yeah, I know. You and Warcraft got kind of screwed there, honestly. You and Warcraft never had a chance, man. But Peachy, I mean, he held his own, right? He did pretty well. He did pretty good. Man, NA Duels are a little bit behind on EU. We good? Okay, I'm down for redo, man. I'm down for re. When Horde and Demon Hunter haven't played Frost DK lately or jump in. Yo, DKs are so fun. Frost Death in particular, I love the bigger blitz, man. They're pretty glass cannon, but there is a cannon to it. There is a cannon for certain. Do I go again? Are we good? Put us in one revenge. Make sure you guys are Real ID online. Make sure you have online Real ID is on, and make sure you're the lead of the group, Chicago and Bounty. It's not letting me do it. One of you guys is either offline on Real ID or not lead of the group. Maybe Chicago. Maybe swap the lead from somebody else. Still 105 on the EU Horde? Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. If you guys have a group over on the EU and you want to make one, you're more than welcome to, man. You guys are more than welcome to. We have it open for EU as well as an A today. So what's in, man. But yeah, Chicago, Bounty, as soon as you guys are both online on Real ID and are leads of your groups, then we can queue up. Let me know. I'll have a soda over here. Dude, I feel so bad for Peachy. Or at least I did feel bad for Peachy. Let me try it again. Maybe it's on Chicago's end. Chicago, make sure you're online on Real ID and our lead. And then we can get you in here immediately. I don't know if Chicago is... Let me just tap it out. Actually, hold on. I can see if you guys are online or offline in Real ID. Bounty. Bounty's on. Chicago. On. Make sure you guys are lead. I'm lead now? Okay. Now it works. There we go. We'll just keep spam queuing. If you guys are down, man, I can just keep spam queuing the 2 groups we have on an A. I'm perfectly fine getting some duels in, man. You know what I mean? DH Dal? What about DH? How you doing, by the way, Matthew? Hope you're having a good one, man. Yeah, dude, Team 2 needs another chance, dude. They never really got to play, man. But Peachy, we've always been trying to make the boomy Necrolord work for so long in these duels. And I don't know how Peachy does like outside like 2v2s or 3v3s or whatever. But in the duels, it was just like, it was just always so close, but not quite. And now they can just go feral and just, dude, the bleeds just rotting everybody down. It's so good. It is so good with 905 updates for the bleeds. Because they just go full bleed build. Dude, I can't wait for Monday where I can take my feral into a raid. I'm going to take him into a raid this evening, Monday, and get some renown farm. I need it, dude. We made some switches there. Switch. We got ourselves Team 1. We got to give him another chance at it. We got ourselves Chakra. We got ourselves Chicago. We got ourselves Peachy. We're together with Wargren, who really didn't get to play much on iFox. It looks like it is going to be Chicago. First up, huh? First up for them 5v5 1v1 Duels. Boys, let me switch up the mix, by the way. Let me switch up the mix, dude. Let me switch up the mix. Those songs are long. That's a whole nother mix. Gonna get our mix going on team 1. We have ourselves Executed, we have ourselves Name, we have ourselves Big, we have ourselves Saga, as well as Floyd. It looks like Floyd going first again. Alrighty, Chicago is gonna be first up versus Floyd. Enhancement versus the Shadow Priest, and he's playing the big old Ghost Wolf build, I believe. Again, you have some dual costs compared to US. Real talk. Oh, come on, Benji. Have you, boys? How many of you guys would last long inside of arena with Chicago themselves, dude? Chicago, have you seen Chicago 1v5 and with them wolves, dude? Them wolves, dude, they're hungry. They're tearing boys up. As Floyd goes in for an immediate fear on Chicago. Void form up immediately. PI, and Chicago can actually strip all those buffs, and that's exactly what they were doing. It is going to be a lot of global just kind of lost for a bit, but it is just stripping buffs from him. Interrupted Floyd and Shadow for a bit while Floyd got plenty of damage rolling. Going to be a silence on Chicago. Big Sunder onto that mind game, straight inside of the Sunder, but I think he actually might be down for the count into a massive Battle Master Trinket, saving him by a hair. Could be a disperse out of him in the future. Interrupted Floyd yet again. No disperse for a bit. Might have to disperse ASAP. Chicago also is playing ground and so that is good for them. Floyd does go for Vampiric Embrace. He also still has Battle Master Trinket, so if that falls off and he doesn't disperse fast enough or gets interrupted on Shadow, he could be in a bad spot. My mans, you better worry about the disperse. It's gonna go for Greater Fate. Chicago does not have an interrupt for a bit. It is a melee interrupt, a ranged short interrupt, which is the advantage of all the Shamans. Big Thunder onto Floyd. Does he go for this setup? He doesn't go for defensive. He actually stays in, stunning Chicago, trying to make some damage happen. More wolves up for Chicago. Another side of wolves. The last time we said it was 30 seconds ago. It looks like Floyd was feeling A-okay, but that Storm Strike just hit a little too hard there. Harder than he expected. Executing. Going in for a big old fear on Chicago. Avatar coming down. Big damage available. And Chicago needs to find a way to deal and live through the condemns. For Executed, this is quite a lot of damage right now. Chicago, get some sort of CC or something. Try to see if you can just walk away from Executed ASAP. It looks like Executed just on him the whole time. Does hit the slow and does just outrun him, man. Just gonna outrun him. Executing, man. I mean, he's just getting hit by a slow, but just a hair. Got hit with the smallest slow ever. And it looks like Executed is actually taking lots of damage right now from Chicago while he is the one blaze storming. Actually find himself super low in health. Does go for the little bit extra healing that he needs. I don't know if he's playing a double charge build or if he's playing maybe Impending Victory at this point. Maybe he's playing Impending Victory. Maybe he killed one of the wolves. Hard to tell. And Executed is going for the battle stance, trying to make the most damage versus Chicago. Not even looking at defenses. Chicago just has a couple more storm strikes. That's going to interrupt him, but the lightning bolt to the fingertips doesn't stop him at all. Next up, Saga main. So far, Chicago. There goes a Fleshcraft, dude. I don't think he even had a Fleshcraft at the very beginning. This is where Fleshcraft is really good to spell. I mean, you can just get baited on an interrupt, right? Just cast a heal in front of somebody. They'll interrupt it. Fleshcraft. Do exactly what Breezaz does, dude. You know what I mean? EU and NA both have their own legends. That's what I mean. If you want to talk about the numbers of legends, I feel like EU, there's just a lot of duels over there. You know what I mean? You boys could literally duel for hours. Hell, you guys would do deals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's how much you guys are hungry for them duels. On NA, looking for groups has been a little bit slower here and there. I think until 9-1. 9-1, I think things are going to go back to normal, back to fresh. Big Thunder onto Sega, taking lots of damage. These wolves are actually just tearing him up. Storm Strike just doing work. Lightning bolts flying. It looks like Sega main survived the onslaught by Chicago just now. But isn't enough. Chicago does get a primordial wave on him from around the corner. Maybe has lightning bolts ready. Does have lightning bolts ready. Sega goes in for Roar against the Earth Elemental. And Sega literally can't go aggressive just yet while the Earth Elemental is up. He has full CE. He has Loon. He has Convoke. So as long as he doesn't get kicked by Chicago or interrupted in any way, he could potentially have some burst, but the Earth Elemental is just going to give extra health to Chicago. Just a ton of extra health. There's not much you can do there. We got more messages on EU? Nope, this looks like we didn't. Checking EU, boys, since it is open for EU as well. Stun coming down by Chicago. Sega dodges it, gets hit with a Thunder, trying to go for Cyclone, gets interrupted immediately. And Chicago just sees a set of wolves. Convoke! No way to interrupt Convoke! Chicago just living it! Wait, did Earth Elemental just soak all of it? I think a grounding totem was used by Chicago for a portion of the Star Surges, but I do believe that either grounding totem or the Elemental soaked quite a majority of those. And the wolves are back in. Trying to knock the wolves back, not a terrible idea. Those bad boys actually do quite a bit of damage. Especially those frosty wolves, man. Especially the frosty wolves. Chicago getting hit with a roar. Saga trying to go for a cyclone, trying to give himself a breather, which is exactly what he needs. Chicago choosing not to burn a trinket, could use a trinket next go. So you really don't know what's going to be happening here. Saga did use a lot of his cooldowns there. So it's going to be a bit before he can get himself a really big go. Using Thorns against Enhancement Shaman also just, I mean, you're just going to get purged. It's big root and silence on the Chicago. Saga does get himself yet another breather. Does have to use quite a lot of cooldowns just to make that happen. But maybe he can make some damage chop off it. Flash counter for Chicago. Saga could go for a big Star Surge, just trying to make some damage happen. But that shield is holding on strong. And Chicago even has another shield, the slime shield, whenever things get bad. Interrupt onto Saga, onto that Cyclone. Can go for some astral power, some arcane damage if he wants to. So he's not completely helpless. The wolves, he is going to jump away from them and try to get the hell away from them. Not let the auto attack do damage. Chicago is starting to use slows on the Saga though. Trying to start using slows here. The wolves was able to evade them. The massive mobility that druids have is the only thing I think that's really helping Saga stay ahead of the competition. Big Ellie Blast from Chicago doesn't have the same punishing power as if it was full insta-cast with Maelstrom. But still, might as well cast something, right? You might as well cast something. Interrupt onto Saga. Chicago tried to go for a Sunder. Didn't quite get it. But that Maelstrom, dude. That Maelstrom. The more Saga hits Chicago, using giving them proxy on the Elemental Shield, by the way, it is huge. It's just huge amount of Maelstrom generation. Also gets Chicago the wolves back quicker, so it is massive. Massive. Saga, though, has been able to survive this quite a bit. Big root silence onto Chicago. Doesn't sit that root at all. Interrupt on the Cyclone. Saga trying to make some damage happen. Wolves are up, and I think Saga might just jump down. No way to interrupt it. Looks like the wolves and the grounding totem eating the majority of it. I think the grounding totem ate a good portion of those spells. Stun back into Saga as he goes for a war stomp onto Chicago. Trinkets and a big old roar onto Chicago. The wolves charge in, but Saga is down below, chasing, running away from the wolves, trying to make sure that they don't get the most amount of value in the melees. That mobility and the general survivability of Boomy has been huge so far, by the way. Absolutely massive. Try to go for a cyclone on Chicago. Can't really chase him just yet. Maybe Chicago could just get himself a nice setup. Need to get some slows on Saga. Need to make sure you get the proper interrupts done. Getting Saga kind of low, unless Saga has an answer here. Cyclone does get interrupted, and Chicago does get the Storm Strike. It was only a matter of time. Big Bang UE is up next though. Big man himself charging Chicago. Big execution sentence. Gonna be interrupted. Chicago does go for the hex. Actually wars up for a second. Big, I don't know if he got a side. Was that a grounding? Or was that? No, that was not grounding. Did he ground the Hodge on Chicago? I think he did. Big damage for Big. Bubbles out, trinkets out of that. That's going to be a Hodge in Chicago. Looks like he had a Hodge this whole time. Maybe a stun by Chicago. Doesn't quite get it. Trying to make healing surge happen. Sundering onto Big. Does get Ghost Wolves up and running. Lots of Maelstrom available. So that should be lots of healing. Big does get himself massive Shield of Vengeance though. Chicago's still getting that Maelstrom from the Wolves just auto attack him. Chicago does not have a wall. I don't know if they have an Earth Elemental though. If they have an Earth Ellie, they might be able to use it to survive. And Chicago is getting so much healing right now. Just sitting a Ghost Wolf, dude. Just sitting a Ghost Wolf, just recovering. Wow, that was a lot of bursts out of Big. And I'm surprised Chicago won that one. I'm surprised they lived it. I am actually amazed. That was rough, man. And the Druid goes down. What's up, fella? How you doing, man? Hey, Druids. You guys are not a big fan of Druids, huh? A lot of you guys are like, man, these Druids just running constantly, so much healing. I feel like it's possible to deal with Druids, just difficult. I'll agree with you on that. Chicago sees the Executor's Hammer above the head. Is that going to be a lot of damage? The wreck comes out. Big damage for Big. Chicago needs lots of healing. Is there Earth Elemental available? Try to go for a Hex. Is there an interrupt? No interrupt. Big could go for a bubble. Chooses not to. Chooses not to. Does hit Chicago with a slow and trying to see if he can get himself a reset. That's a huge go for this Retribution Paladin. That Executor's Hammer, last verdicts while Seraphim is up. Why is he trying to go for that res? Why is he trying to go for that res? It's a 1v1, man. Why are you trying to go for the res? Why are you trying to go for the res, huh? Why are you trying to go for that res, huh? Yo, Priesty, my man, Floyd, if you get that res. Actually, totem on your head. Totem right above you with a stun. Flashcraft for Chicago around the corner. Does get interrupted. Sunder onto Big. That's the Shield of Vengeance that Chicago doesn't want to deal with. Seraphim available. Big going in for some damage right now. While available for Chicago. Just sprinting out of there, dude. Look at that Raptor go. Just the movement speed, dude. Look at him go. Just outran him. And Big wants to make some more damage happen. Big hammer hanging over Chicago's head. Lots of damage for Big with a final verdict. Blessing of Protection available. Maybe a little too early. Chicago's just going to be able to remove it. Maybe that's what he wants it. He wants it to waste the globals removing the shield. When Chicago finds himself low on health, Battle Master Trinket getting used. He's going to have to go for a little bit of self-healing. Repent is available. Is he going to go for an interrupt? Does get hit with the Repent. And Big does get himself the reset he needs to catch up on health with his low in Chicago. So I think he does want Chicago to trinket or interrupt the wrong spell. I think that's exactly what he wants out of him. Every single time. Sunder onto Big. Wolves are up. Should get a lot of Maelstrom and a lot of damage. Chicago has a little bit of mana to work with. Big getting hit with a massive elemental blast actually. As he's just running with Chicago, just kiting him away. Storm strikes are coming through. Big might have to bubble this. That's going to be big lightning bolts back to back. If bubble comes in. As the stun totem comes out for Chicago, does he have the damage? Chicago bails away from him. Just runs out of there. He could maybe get close enough to interrupt the flash of light, but maybe just a reheal like Big. Just like Big, go for a bit of a reheal. He does need the Ghost Souls back in ASAP. The faster you can get him, the better. Big got himself Hand of Freedom, plenty of movement, Hand of Hindrance on Chicago. Earth Elemental available. That's gonna give him lots of holy power if he's aggressive with it. If he's aggressive, he might be okay. Chicago charging at him, Seraphim available. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance out for Big. Grounding totem down for Chicago. Looks like he didn't really absorb anything, unless maybe he did absorb a Hodge. And Chicago trying to make some healing surges happen. Hodge and Chicago held. Oh! I didn't even think he would actually be able to get that kind of one shot. Chicago went from 50% to 0 in a single global. I actually thought things were okay. I stopped for a second like, wait a second. This ain't feeling good. Ain't feeling good, Mr. Krabs. Why Big tried to res people, man? It puts everybody else feel a bit on edge. Like, is he actually gonna do it? Yo, whoever gets res by Big, can you just treat it like a 1v1? Like, if he was messing around resing people, just don't take the res. That's gonna be turn evil. Wait, Big actually got mad CC. Look, fear on the pet. Repent on the hunter. He got mad CC, dude. He's like a rogue. He's angry. That was so much damn, by the way. Paladin is just blast. That was half. I think Chicago was about a half health. Went from half, 0. We went from comfortable half, 0. Just disappeared. That's super unfortunate. Trying to go for yet another rep. I think that rep actually helps him out a ton. Turn evil onto the pet unless the hunter gets up close. And now the pet, oh, the rep does get broken with them hammers. They're going to be the freezing trap onto Big. He's not amused. This man's not amused. Oh, hunters. They're not as fair as us. Retribution Paladins, the only cool class in the game. How do hunters have all these traps, dude? Paladins need a buff. It's probably what this man's thinking. Or maybe that's what most red paladins are thinking. Man, how do hunters have traps and stuff, man? That's cheating. They should buff Retribution Paladins. We should get a trap. I feel like that's how I always hear from Retribution Paladins on a regular. Like, man, this class is OP. That class is OP. This class is OP. Red Paladins have a buff. Yeah, I can delete somebody from 50% health to 0 in a single global, but we need a buff, man. We're struggling out here. Look at hunters, dude. They have Feign Death. Why can't I have Feign Death? Why can't I have a turtle? Bubble is not enough. What if I had buff Bubble and Turtle? It'd be fair. iFox not wanting to sit in their repent, actually trinkets it, and actually that's going to be a paladin without a bubble. Speaking of bubble, iFox decided, you know what? I am tired of sitting CC. Trinket, harpoon, let's end it. Just want to take him out, dude. I thought it was good. I thought you were good too. I actually thought you were clean, and then you just kind of slammed. Resting buff for sure. Oh yeah, totally. 100p. I don't think I would just get one-shotted. Yeah, I guess it's Retribution Paladin. They are a little scary. Like Retribution Paladins, you're like, oh, okay, he's just, you know, maybe I'll be okay. Yeah, it's like a Chaos Bolt, except like a actually strong, like a 9.1 Chaos Bolt. let's be honest here. Oh man. You didn't really. I thought you did pretty good too. Chicago got bored of playing safe, and that's what happened. Well, the Paladin was playing a really safe game, which is not something. I mean, we kind of see Paladins chill behind the pillar, but this man was doing some kiting. He was doing like some CC. I really like that repent use. I can't hate it. I cannot blame him for it. I really like the repentance. Name is going to be up next. Taking quite a bit of dot damage from a skill trap, the pet, as well as the surfacing and flame shot. That's going to be back-to-back kill shots. If 5Fox gets the procs, stun to name is going to be trinket. Throwing a stun back at 5Fox, it is going to go for the pet sack. And name looks like he's going to go for a blind and a bit of a reset. Does the pet catch him? If the pet is fast enough, it looks like it is fast enough. Name is having a hard time getting away from the pet. It looks like he's going to get on top of him. And name is going to have to go for that vanish. Sippy cup. Bit of forge here. Bit of forge. AJ, something new. I do like that you're trying out the Ghost build, Chicago. I think it's a really cool build. Like, it seems to do a lot of damage. And also, you're going for like more dot damage too. It's awesome. You know? Eyes available for iFox. You'll be able to find name pretty easily. 69% dampening, boys. So no healing. No healing can be gotten at this point. Barely any. Freezing trap as he goes for a kidney shot. Fox just kind of backhanded him and then slipped on some ice. Both of them just staring into each other's eyes longingly, hoping to be able to do some damage. Evasion's up for name, so iFox is denied any damage while the skill trap is up. So name might be able to get up close. Is going for a full vendetta. That's going to be iFox with a shadow melt. Oh my god, I just missed it. Stun onto name and does take him out. Was that all the people on team 2? Yeah, I think it was. Chicago didn't do that bad. Lots of healing, dude. Jesus. Enhanced shamans heal a ton. Hunter's blasting? Dude, Hunter is pretty good. Especially if you end up going the survival vent tier. It's really good. I wish WoW had some kind of one-on-one duel arenas. Well, this is as close as we can get it, man. This is as close as we can get it. Okay, so does EU have any groups? It looks like EU is struggling to get some groups, boys. So we're actually gonna log out of EU and close the EU for the time being, because it makes the NA stream, NA set of stream struggle a little bit. Right now it isn't struggling too bad, but early it was. So just want to make sure you guys have a good experience. Chicago, Bounty, if you guys want to swap some people out, you're more than welcome to them. Or if you have the same groups that you just want to go, we can go for yet another rematch, man. Also, we have somebody else trying to make a group over for the 5V5 1v1 Duels boyos. But yeah. Also never really noticed the lighting here, dude. Let's keep it rolling. Sounds good. If Bounty is ready, man, I'm good. If Bounty is down, I'm good, dude. Doesn't get as much lighting here, but here it gets like some crazy good lighting. The green looks so good. Also, don't ask me while I'm first person. Every time I do the 5v5 Duels, it just automatically defaults me in first person. Yeah. I was thinking maybe I should level another Demon Hunter, boys, because this guy is the... I use this guy for good swap to Fury. Okay, let me know when you're ready. I was thinking of leveling a Demon Hunter because I use this Demon Hunter for duels, right? This character doesn't really have any use at all. And ever since they added the Necrolord change to Demon Hunter, I kind of want to try Fodder to the Flame Covenant. I want to try Necrolord Covenant with DHs. Like, actually, it would be kind of cool to maybe play DH, because I have one of every class almost. We have one group. I know we have one group master, but we don't have a second one, dude. I would call you master. That sounds weird. Master 11. I'm going to say the full name just so it's less weird. We have only one group available in the EU. And it didn't look like anyone's trying to make another one or a second one. You should participate in one of these, but someone else that cast the game. Dude, that'd be cool. Someone else who could stream it while I be part of it. Yeah, that wouldn't work though. I'm running my own stream. We'll play in the middle, night of though. I guess you have a point. You have a point, Benji. I'm ready to put us in. Alright, sounds good. Let's keep it rolling, boys. Let's keep it rolling, because not a lot of people on Team Chicago really get to play. Chicago got to. One shaman didn't get to play at all. Today's NA, right? It is RBK. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Yeah, I was trying to do the... I was actually trying to change something different with the way I do my posts on YouTube. I was trying to do the post like an hour ahead to maybe make it easier for people. I think that's actually not the way to do it. I think I'm just going to go back to posting them immediately. Posting them the time we start streaming. I tried to put together a second EU group, but no one joined. Really? That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's okay, man. That's fine. If second group on the EU forums, we will try EU duels. But we do have a team on NA, so we'll try to give them a couple runs. And for now, we'll just close down the EU so NA can get the full quality. Because OBS, it does alright with 2 versions of WoW running in the background, but it's a lot better when it's just one. And it's just, you know, stress-free. Probably on the graphics card, most likely. I don't know if I saved this one. I probably didn't. So I'm a little upset. 1189. Don't start the duel yet. Oh, is he gonna go in Fury? Oh, Chakra. Floyd. Why is Floyd going 3 times in a row, dude? Is Floyd just the luckiest guy or what? Or are you guys going by like the same turn order that you did last time? Switch. We got ourselves Floyd back at it again with Chakra being up first. Got the Counter-Strike totem rolling. Floyd got himself the full Void Eruption. Stun on the Chakram trying to go for the Mind Games off of the Greater Fade. And Chakram should hopefully be able to make something happen here. Big Ascendance coming down. Does he have the Wind Fury Totem? Is that the build he's going for? Does he have the Doom Wind set up? Interrupted Floyd on Shadow. Could be lots of damage. Big Thunder trigger for Floyd. Trying to make more damage happen with a PI. Not wanting to give up the Disperse, it looks like, just yet. Might have to with a stun. If Chakram can get enough damage, it looks like. Hasn't been able to yet. Another interrupt. It is a short interrupt for Floyd, though. So it doesn't sit interrupts at all. Also, being a Venthier, he also doesn't sit lockouts long either. Chakram does have to go to Ghost of Earth Elemental is used right here to give himself a little bit extra help to work with. But so far, Floyd hasn't really used his big Disperse just yet. Does keep eating those interrupts to the face over and over and over. But he's doing it okay for now. Gets a stun, Mind gives it to Chakram. And I wonder if Earth Elemental actually counts towards that Mind Games, because I know certain pets for classes like Hunter pets also will affect it. Big heal for Chakra. Does drop down a Grounding Totem, which does eat away the punishing execute for Floyd. So Chakra actually avoided an execute, potential execute there. Big fear onto the pet, as well as Chakram. The Counter-Strike Totem is still there. I don't know. It looks like it disappeared as Floyd was trying to make some damage happen. Does keep getting interrupted on Shadow, though. All his abilities are cast abilities. Only a handful of them are insta. Chakram, though, finds himself a little bit of a hex of Floyd. Stun right after. Maybe gets enough damage. Needs to get some big procs for big Venthier setup for Chakram, too. With the Harvest. Not the biggest damage I've ever seen Harvest do, because usually just one-shots things. But definitely pretty decent damage and pretty decent healing off it. Great Fate available for Floyd, trying to make some damage happen. Does he get interrupted? He doesn't get interrupted, so actually gets to go freebie damage. For Chakram, the Counter-Strike Totem is up. Grounding Totem did go down for a second. But Floyd better be very careful with the Counter-Strike Totem. It will keep Counter-Striking you back. Chakram does find himself super low without Mind Games. Needs to make sure he either does damage to Mind Games to heal Floyd, or heals through it where he is careful not to end himself. And Floyd so far has been a-okay. So as Chakra, both of them has been really toe-to-toe on this one. Floyd find himself kind of low in health. Needs to go for a defensive or something. Maybe CC chain, as Chakram no longer has wolves available. It's going to be dropping down totem. I think it was a grounding totem. Silence on the Chakram. Still can use plenty of abilities. Stunned by Floyd. Does the Floyd get the setup here? Does he get the setup he wants? Does it disperse back up? So Chakram needs to make sure he just finds a way to survive this for a bit. Sunder onto Floyd. Has a ticket for it. Stun totem. He does walk out of it. Chakram does have Floyd kind of low. If he interrupts him while Floyd is low, he actually could maybe get some huge procs and maybe get himself a big old kill. Floyd does have disperse back up. He is looking pretty healthy, dude. He actually is looking really healthy. That Empirical Brace with the dots he has in Chakra is apparently enough. And does get the Siphon back up. Chakra, I'm swapping the wrong people, I'm so sorry. Trying to find a way to deal with Floyd. Does have the Counter-Strike Totem down. Floyd is trying to see if he can set up Mind Games. He actually ignores the Counter-Strike Totem completely. Does he try to kill it maybe? Counter-Strike Totem is up. That Mind Games could be pretty bad. Chakram actually goes to interrupted. Big Thunders. Floyd does get interrupted, locked out of Shadow. Could have went either way there, boys. Sega up next does go for a Cyclone onto Chakram. He needs to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. He needs to get a kick out of Chakram. Otherwise, he'll be in a good spot, trying to make sure he get the dots rolling. That is a Shaman who does have a sentence back up, wall back up. And I feel like Sega could really go for the big all-in burst here. If he just throws everything at him. Just gotta make sure you get a kick. You gotta make sure you get kicked. Convoke him now. Does get interrupted on Convoke. Immediately did not use CE though, so he does have a big cooldown later. Is gonna use Fury over Loon versus Chakra. Trying to see if he can get a stun totem onto the Druid. And Chakra having to go for a wall here. As Sega getting those sorcerers back to back. Trinkets out of the Sundering actually. So for Chakra, if you can get another Sundering setup, could be good. Sega going for full Thorns. Chakra got plenty of damage. That's going to be a silence on the Chakra. Still can go for those wind strikes. Sega tried to avoid it as best as he can. Massive healing enabled for the Druid to try to use whatever emergency heals he can get going to try to avoid the big damages of the Ascendance. It looks like Chakra didn't get to use the full value of that Ascendance. Didn't get to get all those wind strikes who just hit Sega the whole time. But still got plenty of burst in there either way. Roar by Sega. It looks like the both of them are just gonna have to wait until the big cooldowns come up. That's the advantage of playing the Chicago build, which we watched the other duel. The ghost duels that have such short cooldown, and a lot of your damage is just that elemental damage with the ticking dots. It's just a lot of good sustain and a lot more smaller, not nearly as big in terms of impact, but a lot more burst opportunities. Chakra finds himself kind of low on health though, does get himself a bit of a heal. The counter-strike totem might actually help him out if he just hits into the thorns, so there's just gonna be free damage. A second, just like the Shadow Priest, just like Floyd, are not really looking to destroy those totems immediately. So they could get punished by it. Like if Chakra just hits the thorns, does that get the counter-strike totem trolls that hits the druid? Because you could just kind of, as long as you're healthy and maintaining your health as best you can, that just counter-strike totem doing more zaps. That could be a lot of damage. That could be pretty big hits overall. That's going to be some Rasp for Sega. Does get interrupted onto Arcane. Chakra is still staying in as best as possible. Wall available. And Sega does have plenty of defenses rolling. Silence on the Chakra while Root is up. And maybe he can make some damage happen. Second, making sure that he gets a CCO to Chakra. Could maybe have a big go here. Convoke, but that's an interrupt available for Chakra. He needs to start tracking those. That's going to be grounding right after that Cyclone too. Counter-Strike Totem is up. Second still might be able to do it though. Does he have the damage? Does have the Star Surge at the end. It looks like Chakra was maybe hoping that the Counter-Strike Totem would just do the damage by itself maybe. Or maybe just simply didn't have the mana and the Maelstrom to heal themselves up. But that's going to be them going down for the count. Chicago as well as iFox on the back line. Worgen is out there in the open. And I think he's just waiting for Sega at this point. He's going to be trying to hop into a camel, but that's going to be roared by the Druid into an immediate Cyclone. And who did we DC? I think we had a DC on team 2. I think it was Peachy, right? Usually SP wins against Enhance most of the time. Yeah, I could see it. Big Stone into Wargren. I keep swapping the wrong person. I'm so sorry. Big Stone to Wargren. Trying to go for Scare Beast on the second. Does get the Fear. It looks like that Fear doesn't break 2 dots immediately. I think it's like almost like a Warlock-esque Fear. It actually works out pretty well. The bear regen, oh my god, nonsense. Druids do, bear druids, or I guess druids in general, do have pretty big regen. And I'm gonna guess Sega is playing that build where in bear form he gets 20% more healing, because that is a lot of survivability. Worgen, though, does not get deterred, just stayed focused on doing as much damage as it could to that druid. Immediate trinket for name. That's gonna be chicken out of the rogue, out of the freezing trap. Big turtle shell available for Wargren. It looks like name XD. Trying to go for a bit of a reset. That pet is chasing Autumn. He does have Hunter's Mark on him. The pet should still be able to attack him. Oh no, he actually, I think he cloaked the Hunter's Mark. The pet was right on him, about to auto, and then he cloaked it a last second, dodging the flare too. So that's a no cloak available for the freezing trap in the future, but now at least you are able to get a proper open. With Worgen getting a camo here, I don't really know what much you could really do, so it's a stealth game back to back. Holy Peachy just didn't get, like, I guess they get deceived, right? Maybe from AFK, maybe something's going on their end. Hopefully they're okay. Hopefully they just get deceived just from AFK. Salute from AUE, living content, bro. Wish you were best. Yo, what's up, Khalil? How you doing? Is it Khalil? Khalil, my man. How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for popping on the stream, dude. Glad you enjoyed the content. Name, though, chilling by the eyes, just hanging out. Wargren with a couple traps up front. But it's a stealth duel regardless. Flare down. Name should know more or less what Worgen is. Unless he's just thinking, you know what, he's just probably randomly bombing stealth flares around. He knows Worgen is peeking that corner. So Name, if he picks up the eye, I think they actually changed rogues where you can't vanish with the eye anymore. So if you end up vanishing with the eye, you were just kind of out of luck, I think. Flare does land the sap. If only he had the sap a little bit earlier. They won't have been able to avoid the flare. Trying to go the other way around. He knows there's probably traps littered all over the zone. And Worgen's probably thinking the rogue's in front of him. Oh, flare almost down. Maybe the rogue could get an opener. As long as there's no trap right on top of him, maybe he'll be okay. Flare up again? Oh no. Damon's having a bit of a hard time trying to get in there, dude. He's trying to get in the DMs, but the flare just keeps him out in the open. High quality gameplay, 2 cell class holding W, holding CDs. You know how it is, dude. You know how it is. You know how it would be sometimes. They're looking for one another. I mean, Name wants to be sure he doesn't walk into a freezing trap. That'd be silly. I don't think anyone wants to see silly gameplay. I think everybody wants to see good gameplay. Players playing well. Blind onto Wargren. As Name actually has the opportunity to get himself against a kidney shot onto the bed, looking for a reset. I guess Wargren is... Oh, does he get the 100 mark? Oh, the steel trap caught him. Oh, no. He thought he was going to escape. Steel trap catches him. Flare down. He vanished. Cloak. Oh, no. It's the trap from before. Oh, Name, my guy. He tried so hard. Trying to see if he can escape from Wargren. Oh, there was traps. He knew there was traps. He was just lucky the first time, I guess. He avoided them. This time he was rushing into the area. He ran as close as he could to the entrance, trying to A to B there, but man, beelining just didn't help. Wargren getting quite a bit of hits onto Name, and even though he got a vendetta, not much you can do there. Big bang UE, just slamming down that hammer on the Hunter and just running out of there, man. Just came in, slammed everything into the guy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Is this EU or US? This is NA right now. We do have a group open for EU. If we got a second group available for EU, we'll do EU as well. Open with a very cheap shot versus the Hunter. Just finished Boomkin. Oh, did he? Oh, okay. iFox is going to be up next. A bit of a redo versus Big. And actually, I think Big won that duel. Oh, no. iFox won that duel, but Big didn't have a bubble this time. So iFox and Big do get a bit of a rematch. Survival Hunter with the dot playstyle, a bit of kiting, a little bit of guile. Feign death on Repent. Trying to see if maybe he can drop the other Repent. Doesn't with Freezing Trap going to be tricky, and Repent does connect. That's going to be a flash of lights for Big. Also has a Fear for the pet. Could go for the Fear for the pet. Big hammer hanging on iFox's head. It looks like the hammer doesn't break the Repent. Going to be a blessing of protection for Big. Got himself immunity. iFox does go for Feign death. I think ignoring the hammer too. I think even removing the hammer. That's going to be trying to go for a bit of a reposition, teleport, Fear onto Big, but he just slams down the Big wreck, slams down the Big hammer. And Chicago is the last one left. Chicago is another character that'll be able to get a bit of a rematch with Big. Last time these two played, I mean, it just didn't go well in Chicago's case. Just kind of got bursted down. Unless Chicago's DC'd as well. Maybe him and Peachy are having issues too. Because Wargren was having some issues earlier. We'll see. Ah, Chicago's back. It looks like they were in the game. Maybe they were just trying to change the MOG. I think they were. They're just trying to have a more ready, steady MOG, dude. We're ready to fight. Look good, feel good, play good. You know what I mean? A good MOG increases your damage at least by 20%. At least by 20. Repent coming out for Big. Is getting kind of bitten up by these wolves, actually. These guys are doing quite a bit of damage. I mean, look at that, dude. If that was just a dot, the last 15 seconds, that's a pretty strong dot if those wolves were viewed as a dot. But they also have a bit of a benefit to it. Not only do they good damage, and then I think elemental damage if you get the elemental wolves, but also the extra value on the extra buffs that you can give you. Chicago bailing away from Big for a bit. Does not want to deal with the shield advantage. There's going to be a big shield that's going to pop back at him. Trying to go for a Hex. Big going in, charging in. Big war stop on Chicago. Trying to make the most damage happen here. I think he went for war stop to maybe save a Hodge for later. Rep could maybe get, oh, grounded Rep. But now he knows there's no grounding term to deal with. Could maybe go for a Hodge right now. Maybe that was his plan all along. Trying to make some damage happen. Wolves are back up for Chicago since Big is getting aggressive. That's a lot of elemental shield procs. Lots of mails from back. Big not looking all that good. Might have to bubble this. Does go for the bubble. A very defensive bubble. Trying to see if he can hit Chicago with a rep. Actually cannot rep a Ghost Wolf though. You can't rep a Ghost Wolf. Ghost Wolf or Ghost Raptor is technically a beast. And you can't rep animals. You can only rep humans. Because animals don't have any, like humans, you know, they have guilt, but animals is all instincts, I guess. Maybe that's why they were like, you know, repent. The person just probably drops down, starts crying, repenting for their sins. Animals like, bro, I'm just doing what the Mother Nature tells me to do. She tells me to eat and bite, and you know, the animals in the animal kingdom. It's just, hey, circle of life, man. You know, it just happens. Just something I gotta do. You're just programming, man. Just in my genes. my denims, you know what I mean? Seraphim available for big, massive damage. Does Chicago have anything? Does have Ghost Wolves, so that's a lot of Maelstrom, lots of healing available. Big Sunder, Big does not have any more defenses though. This could be where Chicago takes it. So that's still plenty of healing for Big though. He has got some big healing. That's a big man, but the Elemental Blast does snipe him. No bubble, no Shield of Venice. It is a tough duel out there for Red Pally. He played it as well as he could. He played as best as he could, but I think Chicago was more prepared, played it a little bit more carefully, maybe aggressively healed himself a lot more. Tried to maintain themselves above 50% health because he knew things could turn around from 50 to 0. That's going to be Earth Elemental versus Execute. He gave him a little bit of a honorable bow, but now these two are just finding it out in the arena. That's going to be Executed as a Fury Warrior, so we'll see what kind of ability he's going for. It's going to be Avatar together with Rex, so it looks like he's playing the King's Legendary. So he's trying to get maybe Avatar off of Recklessness. So maybe he's playing Bladestorm too, so you might be able to get Avatar from there as well. The King's Legendary is an interesting one. I don't know if that is what PvPers are on nowadays, but that is an interesting one for to say nonetheless. Does get Avatar from the Bladestorm actually for a second, but looks at Chicago with that Thunder at the end, taking him out. It looks like they lost Peachy, but they didn't need Peachy. Well, they would have been better if it was Peachy there, because everybody would get a chance to play. But the whole team 1 was there and nobody DC'd. They had DC on their team and they were just fine trucking along. You know what I mean? Well done there, boys. Well done, Chicago, with that massive comeback. That's tough, dude. I guess that Red Pally, that dude slams. He plays Repent. He plays the big hammer over your head. I really like that. Like, it's not a build we do see nowadays much often, but I like the fact that this guy's just trying something different. You know what I mean? It looks like that's part of his like actual build. All right, boys, let's get another going, yeah? Warriors are squishy. I think Warriors just don't have a lot of healing. However, they can. You just have to play a very specific build for healing, and also you need lots of Versum. Lots of Versum. Without versatility, you are squished for sure. But yeah, lack of healing. Good defenses though. But also in higher dampening, Warrior isn't going to do much either. Actually, isn't high dampening better for Warrior? I guess if you are going for a healer build, so you need to have this Honor talent. I think you need to have this one, not Honor talent. Maybe there's an Honor talent that makes better for duels, but I think you need to go for the heal build and go for the Conduit where you heal for 300% of the damage you take in the last 8 seconds with Impending Victory. So if you take a big hit, Impending Victory, you'll heal a ton. Or maybe it's over the damage you do. Maybe it's over the damage you do with the heal. It's one of those two. But it's a Conduit that used to be really, really good. We had a Telrion come in for that one. Need one more on Ally? Peachy bailed? Okay, that's fine. Let's get another one going, boys. One more on our Team Alliance over on the NA, and we're good to go, boys. Good to go. Dump favorite Warrior because of MS and defensive stance. Damn favors Warriors because I guess that's true, right? And if you're in high dampening, the enemy team can't really heal. Got a 5 again? Perfect. But if you do have any kind of healing as a Warrior... Oh, War Game request failed. Chicago got a team. Yo, Bounty. We still have a team, man. Or are we done for the night? Hopefully Bounty still has a team, dude. Maybe he needs to get more boys in there. But it's not letting me do it. In 1v1 yes, but in arenas is number 1. Yeah, without it, if you don't need a healer in like an arena, Warriors are slamming. They're just a DPS god. They're just glass cannon, I guess. They have decent... They left, lol. Oh, okay. Do you want to try to make another group? Bounty? Or Tricold? Either one of you boys? You're more than welcome to, man. We'll do more. We'll do more if you guys want to make another one. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It all depends on the situation. But there was a healer build for Warrior, sort of, kind of. We had Telrion, who's a Night Fae Arms Warrior, who... This was before Night Fae became really good overall, or decent, if anything. Like, when everybody made fun of Night Fae Warriors, but in PvP, he slammed, dude. I mean, he came in, big damey. He basically had to play it super fast, and he played the healer build. He played the Impending Victory, a heal over time thing, so that helped him out a lot. I think he might have had a Warlock Hellstone too, but he played really well. He just basically out DPS people before they killed him. But he also had to play very risky because you had to go into battle stance, right? Like when he had cooldowns, he was like, you know what? If I'm staying in the same defensive stance, I won't put pressure, but they're just going to run away or pop CDs or start healing. So I need to catch him off guard, battle stance, big damage, set it up, big burst, you know? So he went for a lot of that action aftershock, big hit into an execute. If you can land that quick enough before they can shrink it, like he could win. And he was doing that for a while too. Hope Telrin's still around, dude. He's an EU boy, so it's not like we would see him today, but he's an EU boy. But yeah. So it depends on the warrior, right? If you're playing a heal E build, then dampening at no dampening, it's probably better. But if you're just playing the damage build, like an arena build, and you're just all about doing damage, high dampening is better for you because you're not healing anyway. So you just want to make sure the other guy isn't healing at all. And Mortal Strike is going to give you even less healing for them. So you just, if they're a playstyle that's all about I need healing to win a duel, yeah, they ain't winning. But it all depends, right? Crimson, how you doing, my man? Udачного стрима, здорово, мой друг, как дела? Hello, hello. He said, hope you have a good stream. Appreciate you. Большое спасибо. Надеюсь, вам понравится стрим. I said, thank you. Hope you like the stream in Russian. Yeah. Well, I guess depends, right? Depends on the build you're gonna run. Although, you know what? Mortal Strike, I feel like that's also gonna help out Fury in the next patch, because Fury technically has a bit of healing. I think it's not as big a healing as it was in the last build of BFA, but it's still pretty decent healing. Like, warriors are able to maintain themselves. And that Rampage, dude, ooh, 60% DR. Imagine, or MS, imagine using that as they're trying to go for a big heal. You're gonna put pressure on some dudes. It's gonna be nutty. Once I load my druid, I come back and redeem myself, lol. Yeah, dude. Sounds good. I'm actually gonna be redoing my druid a bit, boys. I actually went Necrolord with my druid. I think I'm gonna play the Bleed Kitty. Дело отлично у тебя как? Дело отлично у тебя. У меня нормально. That's about as best I can do with Russian. And then I had to read a couple times. У меня все нормально, мой друг. Все нормально. I have so many characters to, I can't say in Russian, but I have a lot of characters I want to do Covenant stuff for. I got my Druid as a Necrolord. Necrolord PvP Druid is what really made me want to try PvE in as a Necrolord. And I done my Sims. It's really not bad damage compared to what my Druid was currently doing. Could I do more damage as a fully geared Night Fae Druid? Yes, but when it comes to my Druid and the Sims, I use the Sims on my current Druid, which recently got a weapon, and actually pretty decent gear, minus like a helm, belt, and bracer that are not that great. Multi-pet will dominate? You think so? Maybe. But yeah, I did some Sims on my Druid, and I was like, what if I went Necrolord and tried a Bleed build? How would this go for AoE? How would this go for single target? And the thing that I noticed is it's slightly worse for single target, but only slightly. Whereas you play with Bleeds, which is super fun. It's a lot more heavy, harder playstyle where you have to manage more things, but I've been enjoying it a lot, dude. I've been liking it. It's really cool and refreshing. And then I tried the AoE, and actually in AoE, it's basically the same, because Night Fae Druid is about big bites, and in AoE, all you do is put up rips so you can do more bites, and bites is single target damage. Feral is really good at single target. It's not amazing at AoE. Not like some of the other classes out there. Like, some classes are just blasters, but, you know. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll put up with my warrior. I really want to come out ASAP. Yo, let's go, dude. Hopefully they come out very soon. Hopefully it comes out very, very soon. Yeah, it should be great, man. Should be great. But yeah. Yeah, but I'm used to Arena and RPG Warrior. I guess I need to practice in Duels. Yeah, in Duels it's a lot different. In Duels it's a bit of a different play. In Arenas you have somebody healing you, and it's just like you're just focusing on damage. You're not focusing on survivability as much. But here you have to like manage the cities. The other group disbanded? Yes, they did. Yep. Maybe... wait. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, maybe I can try to make another group. Okay, that's fine. If you want to try to make a second group on an A, I guess Alliance, I guess. We could try it. Like, Wargren could lead one, you could try to lead the other. I'm okay with that. Okay, we could try it. I'm fine chilling. I'm fine chilling, waiting out. We had some good duels on an A, though, today. It wasn't super amount of variety, but I had great. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed myself, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, too. I think once 9-1 gets closer here, we'll get more people on an A coming back online. But yeah, dude. EU, you guys are loving them duels, dude. You guys are always ready for duels. It's always something about an A, dude. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. Maybe I just like I'm not giving an A the opportunity to do duels as much. Or something. I don't know. I keep trying to get duels in here. Duel is totally different thing. Yeah, you gotta manage your, especially the 5v5 1v1s. Like a 1v1 duel, you literally just throw everything in there and you try to go chest for toe, tit for tat with the enemy. But in a 5v5 1v1, it actually expands it even further. You got your enemy in front of you, but then you also got the next guy in front of you. So now you're trying to manage cooldowns to try to see if you can beat the guy in front of you while trying to see if you can beat the guy afterwards, and the one after that, and the one after that. So cooldown management is a little different for 5v5 1v1. It's really cool. You use that today too? That's all good. Isn't something happening over today? Isn't there like an MDI tournament or an arena tournament today? I guess it would maybe explain it a bit. But yeah, once 9.1 gets closer to release, dude, we're gonna have the duels coming back online. It's gonna be boys everywhere. And I think next week what we might do is PTR duels. We'll try to attempt doing PTR duels. I think it'd be super fun. I think we'll try doing 2 days worth of PTR duels, so EU and NA can all play. I think it'd be kind of fun. If next week PTR servers aren't just crashing all the time. If they're constantly crashing, then I don't think we'll be able to do so. Ian knows what day it is for us to play. Ian knows what is the day? I guess so, maybe. Yeah, Ian maybe knows it's Friday, and for a US, yeah. Maybe. No, 9.1 was in the sales stats. What happening? Could be it. Chill pills. Could be it, man. Hopefully 9.1 comes out pretty soon though, dude. 9.1 looks pretty good. Honestly. How you doing, by the way, Chill Pills? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. We miss you in these duels, my dude. We miss you, guy. We miss you, buddy. We'll see if Chicago might be able to make a second group, or we're going to lose the other. Maybe we can get another second group for Alliance Boys on a name. We'll see. But yeah, I was actually thinking of some of the different playstyles out there, boys. You know what I thought to myself? I actually have some really, really fun to play alts. Kyrian Arcane, actually super enjoyable. Actually super enjoyable. I didn't realize just how good it was going to be. Like, Kyrian Arcane is incredibly cool. Incredibly cool. Like, it's incredible. Just how good it is. Massive missiles into big barrages, and imagine that with gear. So I've been enjoying that guy tremendously. The Necrolord Kitty, also super fun, because I miss the days when Pharaoh's Robot bleeds, man. You know what I mean? But yeah. Big bleeds. I really want to get him through all the renown stuff and get the Covenant campaign done so I can unlock the high mirror so I can go for even more crits on my bleeds. But yeah, it should be really, really good. It's a lot of single target focus, but the AoE is great. Gave Chill my old group, pretty sure he is 3 out of 5. I'm 4 out of 5 right now. Sounds good, sounds good. Chicago and Chill Pills making groups. Boys, we got 2 groups over on the NA Alliance. If you guys want to join them, go to them. Player vs. Player Premier Group. Custom PvP. Find a group at top number 5. And hopefully you guys should be able to get in here and join the 5v5 1v1 groups. We got 2 over on the Alliance. Get your friends in there, dudes. What's this? Oh, Nando. Hey, Nando, how you doing? Nando's part of that. That's how to explore. Everyone's pushing beta. Maybe. But I have plenty of time, dude, for explore. I'm enjoying my... I mean, my rogue was venting from the start. Not because it was meta, but because I just like it. So off the bat, I've been playing the game like, you know, non-meta. Like, everybody in my guild is playing the Covenants that, like, the strongest. And quite a lot of people are just like, oh, like, groaning and moaning about playing these Covenants because they don't like the ability, or they don't like the soulbind, or they don't like the events or whatever. And I'm like, yo, I'm having a blast playing Ventier. And, like, one of my guildies actually switched recently from a Fury Warrior, Ventier, to Night Fae. He hasn't got all these soulbinds yet. He really needs to work on that because we brought him in for Danny. He wasn't even fully ready. But the man is enjoying himself and having a blast. And the damage difference, right? Maybe when you're progging and you're just like at the bare minimum of gear to get into boss fights, certain Covenants, yes, like for execute phases with Danny, since that last phase with him lasts, it feels like infinity. That Condemn helps a ton if you're like an Arms Warrior, if you're struggling with that phase. But as we're getting better gear, as everybody's getting more gear, as we finding more ways to play some of these fights, and as we get some nerfs here and there with fights as well, as we get more comfortable with the fights, more people are getting more comfortable. Okay, now we killed the boss. Now let me try some other covenants, because we killed it. We know exactly how to do it. Let me try some other covenants, try new things. He came in as Night Fae, dude. And I don't know if that was him doing this, but night one, we that same night, last pull, we had the most damage on Danny. We were so far ahead. We weren't even cutting it close. Because we usually, in our kills, cut it pretty close. Like, Danny's like, we're almost there, almost there. The orbs are about to explode. We're about to get ravaged. Ah, we kill him. And we were half a second away from dying. You know what I mean? Chicago, great. 5 out of 5. Let's see if Shield Plus has a 5-man group. If Shield Plus has a group, dude, we'll get you in there. So yeah, so a lot of my guildies and other friends are playing all these different covenants. Now, they're trying stuff. Now, they're trying things. But like, they've had covenants they really wanted to play from the start. But they were like, you know what, I can't play it. I had to play what's meta. I started as Ventir. I guess maybe rogues are different, right? Because rogues, the damage difference between our covenants was pretty small. Nope, not us all queued up. That's all good, man. We'll just wait a bit. Yo, boys, we need more for Team Alliance over for the 5v5 1v1 Duels. Night King took over a group for Chicago, so how about your boy Chill Pills, boys? Join Play vs Play Premier Group, Custom PvP, top number 5. Enter. Join Night King. Make sure you have yourself an LG. I'm not on Alliance, so I can't test it, but on the tab PvP, and there's a custom no pre-made. Don't see any teams. Oh, Night King, make sure you're an LGQ. Chicago has a team. Probably Chill Pills has a team too. But yeah, you enter 2 Dal. I thought I missed the big bites like Vogues, but Necrophile is just so much fun and enjoyable. That's, I think, what it really comes down to. You know? Like, the damage difference between covenants, I guess it all depends, right? It depends on your situation, depends what kind of guild you're in, depends what kind of progression you have, depends what kind of, like, what your group is looking to push. And if you are going for, like, that top 1%, if you're trying to be the first guild to kill Danny Mythic, trying to be literally rank 1 Mythic Plus team, if you're trying to be literally rank 1 Gladiator team, then playing the best Covenant, best racial, best legendary, best gear, best in slot, everything is a must. However, if you're just trying to get like 15s done and trying to make some push done and progression, you maybe get into 20s, which people are doing 20s. You know, you're not doing 28s. You're doing 20s. You're trying to get 23s done. Maybe if you're doing like first 30. Yeah, maybe you might want to play, it might be a good idea to play the best Covenant. But if you're still trying to, there's, again, that's just 1%. There's so much room to climb under that 1%. There's so much progression for people to do, even if you're not playing the best of the best. And there's plenty of people that every day play off-meta spec, off-meta Covenant, pushing. Left and right. Let me look them up. Please be still up there. Please be still up there, my enhancement friend. There he is. El Bro Iblo. The guy that has the guide on the WoW head for enhancement shamans. Every enhancement will tell you, you gotta play Ventir. You have to play Ventir. Everybody's Ventir. Ventir is the best choice. What are you doing playing Ventir? This was the first dude that swapped to Night Fizz 905 hit. And he's been top rate IO. There's plenty of room to push. Plenty of breakthroughs you can make happen, dude. And if you just believe, just make it happen. As Shia LaBeouf says, don't let your memes be your dreams. Just do it. Just make the switch and push. Just do what you want to do. Do what you have to do. Just do it. You know what I mean? The Horde name. If you have a group on an A Horde, I'm down. Hopefully Night King has a group, by the way. So he literally, it was a sea of Night Fae, and he was at the top as no, it was sea of Ventir, is what I meant to say. And he was the only one that was like Night Fae. There was like a scatter, Night Fae, maybe one here, maybe one Necrolord there, but it was a sea of Ventir. And now it's starting to look a little more colorful as you scroll all the way down. But like everybody will say, everybody on the Mother will say Ventir is the best. This man is just like, this is the guy that wrote the guide on the Enhanced Shaman. Hey, look at him. He's doing just fine as a Night Fae. Hey, look at him. He's doing A-okay. You gotta get better weapons though. 233s though. What that at? I need your vial petrification. Please, can I have? Can I have, please? I need it. You know what I mean? Not to be that cheesy guy, but straight up Shia LaBeouf style. Don't let your memes be dreams. Just do it. And that's why I played Ventir from the get-go, dude. I was like, well, is there a massive difference of covenants? Numbers wise, not enough for me. Like, you just gotta sim your character and see if that difference is enough for you. Like my druid going from Night Fae to a Necrolord on single target is like a 28 damage difference. 28. Like somebody that's the heaven and earth, dude. No, not even one damage loss can't happen. Maybe it was like 28. Okay, what do I gotta do? I gotta play a more complicated play style, but I get to do bleeds. Okay, I think it's worth. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be more challenging. And I'm gonna have a harder time reaching the numbers I want. But once I get good at it, I'll be bleeding people left and right. Feral will be bleeding. It'd be fun as hell. I'd be having a blast. It'd be great. AoE, I also did some on that too. It was like 15 damage difference. For somebody, again, even 5 is too much. 5 is like, nope, out of the window, throw that in the garbage, out of here, bad idea, never want to see it again. But for me, you know what I thought, 15? I could bleed? That a feral should do? A feral should be about bleeds anyway. I did it. I've been having a lot more fun with it. Dude, I even ran Torghast and was having a blast with it. Torghast. You guys complain about Torghast all the time. I play my Kyrian Mage in Torghast and I love just going for the big barrage. Other mages just like Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast. They're dead. Move on. Next mob. Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast. You know what I do? I just bzzz with my missiles and I'm bam, big barrage, dude. Just throw it in there. Like skipping rocks, except it skips over the boss's head and then chunks it for 180k. Literally hit a boss for 180k, not even in Torghast. You know, some dude was able to climb there, but how many people who have tried and failed? Yes, it can do good as Enhancement Night Fame. Enhancement Venthyr is just easier, more robust. Is it fair? No. Technically, yes, but if someone was able to do it, like, doesn't mean you can't, right? Doesn't mean you can't. What do you think that guy got carried? Do you think somebody came in on a golden sleigh and they just parked him in a cushy seat and just everybody rode him? You think he just got to kick his feet back up and just AFK until he was able to get through that key? I'm pretty sure that dude grinded. I'm pretty sure that dude got his spot. He earned his spot, the highest rated IO shaman. Everybody recommends you Venthyr, but hey, if you want to play Night Fae, you will need to adjust. You'll need to talk to your team a little bit. You'll need to maybe find a group, not pugging all the time, but you can do it too. That's what the whole point is about. Is it harder? Yes, it's gonna be harder sometimes. Are you gonna have to put in more time? Definitely. And I think that's the problem is everybody tells you work hard. No, work smart, don't work hard. Don't put the energy. Don't put the time into it. Just don't try. Take the easiest route possible. And that makes sense, right? Why would you expend any amount of energy or time into something that could maybe potentially, but maybe not going to have this big of a payoff? But it depends on the person, right? What is the payoff? I want to see Pharaohs bleed things down while not complete the troll in the key. That's all I want to do. Is it reasonable? I think it's reasonable. Could you do it? You probably could. Could you get some pushes out of it? You probably could. You probably could find a team that synergizes pretty well into it. Yeah, Feral is in the meta. You could probably do something out of it. You could probably break your own barriers. That's what I mean. But like majority of people don't even break their own barriers, right? They're looking at like, oh, will I ever be able to reach like, you know, doing 28 keys? No. Okay, I'm not even gonna try. But your own barrier might just be like a 16 key or a 17 key or an 18 key. So a lot of people look at like someone else's successes and their barriers and like, can I reach that far? Can I jump that hurdle? No. But you got your own hurdles to jump. So try to start jumping your own hurdles one by one. It's a learning experience too. Use that learning experience to back to what you're doing and then improve from there. And I think that's where there's a lot of disconnect. People don't look at their own hurdles, looking at other people's hurdles, looking at the path they have taken, and like, can I do that? No, that seems like real hard. That seems like I gotta really put in the elbow grease into it. That seems like a lot of time commitment. You know, I'm just sad. I'm just content, just chilling here, hanging out, playing the meta, because apparently it's easier. But most people will play the meta and they won't even push keys, right? They'll play the meta and they can't do a 16. Like again, it's back to your own hurdles. You know what I mean? It's back to your own hurdles kind of deal. My man, what's up, Soren? Hey, my man. How you doing, my dude? This is why I really like seeing people playing different covenants. And this is why I guess I'm just into different covenants and stuff. Sorry for going on like a big tirade. Chicago, Chill Pills, do we have groups or no? Hopefully Chill Pills listed as group. Try to get a thing going. PvP as a hunter, you can slay as an Necro when you want, but Venthyr is better for arena. Yeah, there's plenty of other choices of PvE, as Dallas said. PvP is also a little different, but PvP is also meta focused too, right? Can there be... Actually, let's just go back to what I was looking at. Can there be, like, warriors? You're thinking Kyrian, Venthyr, maybe Nightfit can do something, right? Maybe they could do it. But this was the whole time nobody queues? Yo, Night King boys, we need someone for Alliance to help the Night King. Let's take a look at here. Look at that Fury warrior we looked at, right? Warriors, what do you think of them? Usually arms, right? Usually arms warriors. Who would ever play Fury? Who would ever reach anything as Fury warrior? Yeah, the PvP meta in is a lot more strict. Let's take a look at Fury warrior. Oh. 2957. Well, everybody's a everybody's a Venthyr or something. Everybody's Kyrian, right? There's no way you can make something good. Wait, RZ? Zio, you got a group? Yo, 3 out of 5 alley? Let's go, yo. Oh, yeah, let's go, boys. Oh, let's go. Never mind. We got a group. Hell yeah. Chicago and Night King. Yo, if you guys want to stick around, do more duels since we got groups, I'm down. Let me try to get my point across, though. Hold on, did I save this? Hopefully I saved it. Hopefully I saved it. Okay, I'm going to save that US duel from last. No. Crap. 2? Oh, wait, did I do it wrong? Isn't it supposed to be a sell US or US sell? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway. But yeah, you would imagine, you know, I thought it was 3 mages for a second. But you're thinking like, you know, Venthyr, Kyrian, all the covenants. Okay, let's see this guy. 2900. Last seen playing Fury Warrior. Last seen playing Necrolord with unhinged hands. Maybe something's wrong here, but it looks like this guy actually plays it. Unless there's something completely wrong, it looks like he has 36% versatility in his gear, which is quite a lot. And he's playing Fury Warrior with some weird build. It's like there's people that there's people out there that are PvPing that are like, you know what, I have a meme, I want to make it a dream, and they're just doing it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have other builds. People are making it happen, man. Just stop, like, to listen to other people and just follow a dream, man. Just carve your own path, honestly. Switch. We got ourselves Team 2. Team 1 actually looking to get more people, but Team 2 has easies. We got ourselves also another mage, Ifik. We got ourselves Chicago on that team together with Warcraft as well as Kath. It looks like Ifik gonna be going up first, eating a steel trap immediately with a flayed shot from iFox. Team 1 is missing a person, but hopefully they'll get to load in. On that team, though, we do have iFox. We have Chill Pills back. We got Penetrator. Perfect name for a rogue, as well as Peachy. Back in the boomy. Penetrator, can you be out of stealth unless you're dueling things, fam? Appreciate you. That's the only thing. Can you just be out of stealth just to make sure? I guess the team should know that they're going up against a hunter, but like, let's say the hunter dies. They're probably going to think there's a rogue up next. Maybe prepare for a rogue, and then Chill Pills rolls up and it's like, man... Let's prep for the rogue. Ifik, though, kind of waiting it out on his side of the team. They had a bit of engagement with iFox, but they're just chilling for the time being. No 5th person? That's unfortunate. Hopefully we can get a 5th afterwards. Did they leave it the last second or something? Bummer. Chakram? I mean, if maybe if Chicago wants to give you some thoughts, you can. But I thought you did pretty good last game, Chakram. iFox up next, though. Bannon hit with a breath. Kyrian Radiant Spark coming down. Iffy trying to make the biggest Pyroblast happen. Does stricken for it. I don't really know if they were able to get the 4th Pyroblast in. It's going to be a big old stun by iFox. Doing some damage back to Iffy. Burning through all those shields. Combustion is down. Does drop Alter Time before the damage really does spike up. And unless iFox can remove that Alter Time, which I believe he can as long as Iffy doesn't have too many buffs on him. He actually could have went for a massive damage pressure. iFox got that steel trap ready. If he just go poking out, getting this fire blast in, maybe a pyro. I don't really know if they were able to successfully do the full Kyrian setup, but they were going for it. Every 30 seconds they're gonna do the Kyrian setup. Aspect shields actually are going for a fire blast, I think maybe, or fireball. I think maybe to get the combustion back a little quicker. iFox shown behind the pillar does go feign death with a manning bandage. Iffy does need to see if he can maybe Iffy can interrupt it. Gonna be Dora Shadow trying to go, I think, for a bit of a disorient effect with iFox. If he eating some dots. He needs to go for a clean Kyrian setup. I don't even know how Fire Mage would go for the clean Kieran setup. Big Breath coming down. Breath did not last long. Does get the root. As iFox tried to see if maybe he can cheat out of there. If he's still waiting now, still I think buying himself some time until a good setup. Does go for a buff to maybe overlay over the ult time, as it is going to be stunned by iFox, and good ult time available for Iffy. iFox I think couldn't even remove it. As long as you overlap your buffs properly, then you can ult time, make sure you have a buff. If he does steal anything, it's probably going to be the mage buff. I think Iffy's just waiting out for combustion at this point. Combustion available very, very soon. Does get the fireball. Combust is back up. Probably now is when he wants to go for the Kieran setup. Tripping all the traps a little bit early. iFox goes for Feign Death. Has a freezing trap waiting for Iffy. He does keep going towards the other side of the pillar. The steel trap is going to stop in place. Trying to go for Ring of Frost. Getting interrupted. Does give him the opportunity to get some fire damage in. Blinking away from iFox. The shields are down. Combust coming in. Big damage. iFox actually goes for Feign Death. And that final Pyroblast actually did so much damage. It actually busted a little bit into that Feign Death shield. Iffy on the other side. That's going to be a freezing trap trick inside of it anyway. That's going to be a Mending Bandage for iFox. Hits him with a breath. Goes in for a Battle Master's Trinket. Should be able to do plenty of damage. Does not have an interrupt anymore. So if you can actually do some free cast into him with maybe some Scorches. Stun onto Iffy. iFox kind of low on health. Going to be a blink for Iffy to break out of that stun. Has he always been blink? It must have always been blink. Big Breath missing iFox by a hair though. But iFox has no health at all. Battle Master Trinket wear enough. Gonna be a big old blink for Iffy with the Phoenix Flames taking down the Hunter, avoiding the freezing traps. Didn't really get to go for his big Kyrian setup, but he at least had a bit of a go. Either way, Penetrator's up next, looking to do exactly what his name suggests with a wacky transmog. Big Shadow Strikes onto Iffy, back-to-back, big old breath by Iffy. Does he go for this Kyrian setup? He does get the sit pick up from the Kyrian. Nova onto Penetrator, continue to just punish him with Pyroblast. It's going to be an interrupt by Penetrator right after Iffy is going to have a blink ready for it. Does give him the fresh shield with it. Ring of Frost should be able to catch the Rogue, but looks like the Rogue is going to bow out of it. That's freebie damage for Iffy. Good walk up to Penetrate, maybe hit him with a Flame Strike. Try to hit him with a Breath, but that's going to be reset for the Rogue. That's going to be a full reset for the Rogue. Going in with a cheap shot. Iffy maybe could blink out of it. Do they have him blink available? Do we got to blink at the last second? Penetrator doing quite a bit of damage to himself with those fire shields, but finally able to get himself some setup. Unless you can remove the alter time, Iffy should be able to get himself a reset here. Is going to go for the Kyrian Radiant Spark. Combustion available. Does Penetrator have anything? Breath, no. Cloak of Shadows available. Does he go for the big Combust? No, he can't really Pyroblast, as he does catch himself a Vanish reset. So Penetrator does get himself a full reset here. Cold Blood activated. Hopefully you guys don't miss Cold Blood too much once that's gone in 9-5. But Penetrator is looking for a bit of a setup here. Sap onto Iffy. We're at the 5-minute mark, 2% dampening, so we are going to start seeing dampen a little by little. Kitten shot, Iffy does blink out of it immediately. Breath onto Penetrator, and he does hold on to Trinket. And it's going to Trinket that Nova, actually. Does he maybe have big go? Try to see if he can bust through the Mage shields. Can't quite do it. Blind onto Iffy. That's going to be Trinket for the Mage. And Penetrator cannot get himself a reset. If he just needs a couple more Fire Busts or a Phoenix Flame, and he's over. That's going to be Living Bomb doing a bit of damn, but it is going to allow the Rogue to reset. And a Sap. Penetrator needs himself a big go. Shadow Blades, not available. Dance is up. Cloak of Shadows up in 30 seconds, so you just need himself a little bit of a reset. If only he had the patch 9.1 Thieves Bargain, he'd actually be able to get Shadow Blades and Vanishes more often. Could get a little more aggressive with it. If he does look like they have a bit of a setup, the images are up and they're all red and angry. Look at those things. And Penetrator not looking good at all, dude. Pyros, if that mastery for Fire Mage could be built up at all, it'd be pretty scary. Actually, 9-1 to getting an honor talent that lets the mastery build up and do more damage. So maybe in the next patch, he won't really be so Combust reliant. Like, Combust will be huge, but then afterwards he'll be okay. Does hit him with a Breath into a Nova. Try to make the fireballs work. Maybe get himself a Combust for the next duel. He's still alive, dude. This Rogue is still living. This Rogue is still alive. That mastery from Fire Mage hasn't burned him down just yet. Oh, there he goes. I think he had a Pyroblast ready for a bit, or maybe a Fireblast was enough to do it. Chill Pills is up next. We are getting into the dampening, and Chill Pills needs to go quick before the damage really skyrockets. Icky does have alter time. Chill Pills can't really remove it, and Icky is going to be able to reposition back behind the pillar. Chill Pills has the grippy hand available. Try to make the blitz work. Stun into Icky. Does have a blink if he needs to. Does blink. Not super far. Nova on Chill Pills. I don't think that Frostbone's Fury goes through the pillow like that. Maybe he does. Kind of tough though. No way for Survival Lizard Fire Mage unless he has a Spider Sting. Yo, Spider Sting would actually be nutty, huh? Crit reduction. Yeah, that's a rough one, dude. That's a tough one. There's a lot of shields to deal with. And even Chilpa's having a bit of time dealing with the shields. Trying to go for a poly. I don't know if he'll be able to land it. Chilpa's does have Dark Sim, so I wonder what kind of spells he might steal with Dark Sim. Especially if he's expecting for Iffy to go for a big setup. Can he steal a spell that's already being cast at him? Like a spell right before it finishes the cast, like Ring of Frost. Can he steal that? Chilpa's having to go a long way around. Trying to make some blitz happen. And Iffy avoiding him like the plague, like the Death Knight plague or Wrath of the Lich King when they were literally everywhere. Does go for the interrupt on the Fleshcraft. Actually, I never played back in Wrath, so but everybody talks about how Death Knights are overpowered. So I'm imagining it would be like what Demon Hunters were at the beginning of Legion. They were just everywhere, dashing, eye-beaming things to death. Like, it was just almost impossible to catch them. They were pretty healy, too. Did a ton of AoE with a few buttons. Maybe it was a very, very similar situation. Chilpa's, though, still hanging in. We are at a 20% dampening. Maybe if he is liking the dampening play, he's going to go for Radiant Spark. Does Shield Pills remove it? Looks like... No, he doesn't. Doesn't steal it either. AMS is available. If he did have a nice setup on Chilpa's, I don't think he got to do the Pyroblast because he needs the 4th Pyroblast of... Actually... Yes, the 4th or the 5th Pyroblast. I think hard to tell. I think it's the 4th Pyroblast of that wombo combo with the Kyrian setup to be as hard hitting as possible. So the 5th spell needs to be the hardest hitting spell for him with no Meteor playstyle. It has to be the Pyro while combusted, because then it will do 40% more damage. I think. Actually, no, it can do higher than that. No, 60 without the conduit. It's actually nuts. And I think with conduit it's close to 100. It's actually insane. Big Ring of Frost set it up for Iffy. Chilpa's trying to see if he can survive this a little bit. So far, Chilpa's has been having a hard time dealing with the mage. Trying to see if he can walk at him while the Ring of Frost is up. Freeze himself, maybe get hit with a fireball. Break him out immediately. But so far, Iffy just been surviving him the whole time. Kiting him. That's going to be all the time available. Chilpa's can't really deal with it. Chilpa's steals something with all the time. Or Dark Sim. I don't really know what it was. I wonder if Chilpa's could steal all the time. That'd be funny. Dark Sim back up very, very soon. If he has plenty of shields up for him, does things that keeping him alive for a while. 29% dampening. Big breath on Chill Pills as if he have a go. Does not have combust for 30 seconds. It's going to be stunned by Chill Pills. And has Dark Sim on Iffy in case he blinks. Does use the blink. So actually Chill Pills could go for a blink of his own if he wanted to. But Iffy ain't going nowhere. That's going to be the Eyes of Luck. Chill Pills could maybe reposition. Unless he took someone else besides Blink. Does have a Blink. There it goes. It's going to be able to get himself a bit of a reset. While if he got the full Ice Block rolling. Still holding on to the Cauterize still for now. Just a survivability or fire mage right now. With Triple Shield, it is still nuts. Physic Blizzard somewhat tries to nerf it here and there, but it's just still so good. Mage is on fire. Dude, he's been doing pretty good so far. Ring of Frost to follow. Triple's gripping him in, yoinking him in with a creepy hand. Ring of Frost trying to get set up. Chilpa's just gripping everybody else. No, the Buck is caught in it. The Buck trying to... the pet is not in. Nope, come back. It's so funny. If he does survive a lot of this, outlawed by Chill Pills. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. I just started laughing because he just keeps yoinking him. It just constantly yoinks again and again and again. Even though trying to see if we can walk away from Chill. But you can't really walk anywhere when you're slow this hard. And also cooldowns, I think. Are cooldowns slowed for Iffy? Is Chill playing the presence? The Heartstop Aura? Not the presence, but a Heartstop Aura. Does get himself a pretty decent Fleshcraft rolling behind the pillar. I think Fleshcraft does not ignore DRs. I feel like it doesn't get affected by DRs nearly as bad. Maybe it ignores it completely. Big breath by Chill Pills actually onto Iffy. Stole that breath to disrupt that cast. And if you're only down on one shield, has a big combust ready. If they can go for the big Kirin setup, they might be okay. Cauterize is available. Cauterize might actually proc here. They might just have to go for the all-in. Do they get to? Battle Master Stricken to keep him alive for a little bit longer. Could maybe blink out of the stun. Do they have anything? Does have the blink with that shield. Breath shorter than Chill Pills. Kirin, Radiant Spark. Does get interrupted on Kirin though. I think the combust is still going through though. Does get yoinked back into the AMZ. And Navy might just have to go for the big dams. Trying to go for Ring of Frost. Doesn't see Chill Pills. AMS is available. I think Iffy, Alter Time is up. Wait, oh no, I think you might put yourself on lower health than you were at Alter Time. Does he cancel it? I think he cancels Alter Time. Death and Decay does not let him get a heal. Yo, Chill Pills, I think played as best as he could. Big breath. Did Chill steal anything from the mage? Big breath him again. Dude, he just stole the breath twice. Just breathed him down. Breathing down his neck. Kath is going to be up next. Cad, the Storm and Chill pills, but Chill, but that Chain of Ice, man, slowing him down quite a bit. Cad's got plenty of damage rolling, Weapons of War, there's Zuwen, but he literally can't catch up to Chill pills. Has a ring of boopity bop on one side, Chill just trying to keep him slow. Stone into Kaz, does go for a trinket. More slows as Chill just trying to avoid the monk as best as they can. Just trying to social distance away from the monk as best as possible. Lichborn available to give him some healing. Trying to deal with the Fist of Fury. Trying not to get parried on it. Not a lot of runic power really left. Does have to go for a death pack. Does not give him that much health in comparison. Big Karma is up. Could maybe go for AMS. Does go for Dark Sim. I don't really know where he can Dark Sim off of the monk. Maybe he can Dark Sim like a heal or something. Maybe mobility. Fleshcraft is up. Yeah. Even with Fleshcraft up, Touch of Death just takes a snapshot of your health, not their health, and just does way too much damage. That is rough, man. But Chilpa's played that one as best as he could, dude. Stole the breath from the mage a couple of times. That was pretty funny. Kath, though, versus Peachy is going to go for a knockback onto Kath. Hit him with a slow. Is Peachy playing? Or are they just done? Is Peachy going to try at this high dampening? Maybe they're not even going to try it. Maybe no? Maybe? Can't tell if they're trying to go for the... Maybe they are. Maybe they were trying to bait him out or something. Is going to go for a couple of rats, try to see if he can activate him in a Eclipse. Which should be a bit of damage too. In cap by Kath. Just gotta wait it out. I like how in an in cap it looked like a surprise Pikachu face. That's gonna be a big old port for Kath. Just avoiding the druid as best as he can. It's not really a feral, it's just a boomy. Big old Lexia comes out for Kath though. Full Zoen. Peachy has a trinket for that Zoen. Thorns is up. As Kath is just gonna start punching into Peachy with Karma available. Lots of cooldowns being used here really early. Peachy could maybe turn this around. There's a lot of defenses being used by Kath. Lots of offenses too. Does interrupt no Fleshcraft. Could be a full Cyclone. In caps that Cyclone. Could shrink it the next one maybe. No. Apparently just gonna brute force him with damage. Damn. Alright, well. If you got a couple of kills there. Actually, how do you have so much healing as a mage? Hello? Does he have like every healing conduit available slotted into his character or something? That's actually kind of crazy, the amount of healing that man's got. I mean, he got the shield heal, Icebug heal, Cauterize heal. Does he have like a blink heal too? Actually kind of crazy. All right, boys, let's get another open running, yeah? Chill Pills and Chicago. You guys want to go again? Uno más. If you still have a group. Chill Pills, we can get a +1. We're good to go, my dude. What? 130? Oh, that's a lot. AJ, my man, thank you so much for re-upping your membership. We got a hashtag AJ in chat showing up percentage for re-upping their membership. Thank you so much, my man, for 16 months in a row support. God damn, bud. Let's go, Ray. You want to go? More than welcome to my guy. More than welcome to my dude. More than welcome to him. Here we go. Do you have another one? Still 5? Chilled. If you got a 5, man, we're good to go, my dude. We're good to go, my man. Also, we got a lot of AO stuff talk from the recent interview with Ian. Very interesting. Separate bonuses for Tyrannical. What? People apply for dungeon groups similar to how PvP works. Plus rating similar to Red AO score with a base score each dungeon based on a level you completed with a bonus for completing it. well ahead of time. We'll also add separate bonus score for doing tyrannical and fortified to encourage players to compete in both versions. It'll likely make Mythic Plus score a thing, like upgrading gear with Valorant standard keystone achievements. Then you get your score to 2200. Interesting. So this is going to be adding a whole score system. Anyway, interesting. I think that's something I want to chit chat in a video later. Yo, Night King, let me know if you got a group, man. Let me know if you have 5. Let me know if you have 5. We will go again. Go again. How do I join? Oh, we got some groups over on NA, US, my man. You want to join him? That's how you do it. Go to player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP. Hit find group button, hit number 5 at the top. We have 2 groups available. Both are alliance for Night King, Chill Pills, as well as Chicago. So if you want to join either one of those groups, man, well, welcome to him. 4, Night King just needs one more, and we can get him with Chicago boys. Got a 5-man in there, you know what I mean? Let's go, boys. That's a pretty good one. I feel like if they actually had a full 5-man team over for Chill Pills, it would have been a pretty solid duel, dude. Not a lot of boys over in Chicago's team really get to play, so I want to give them a chance, you know what I mean? Yeah, that Survival Hunter versus Mage, though, I do agree. But that was like a Sting isn't something you're going to run as a Hunter, but lots of Hunters don't run for arenas. But in duels, like in World PvP, you do have to adjust your strategy. And apparently, Sting is really good. If you watch Soulscape, when you run World PvP, like World PvP is as close to duels as you can get it, right? Except he is like, you know, we'll go 2v1 instead of just 1v1 all the time. But you can get some good 1v1s in there in an open arena. His is more geometry based, like, you know, you have hills and you have mountains, maybe more line of sight, you know, buildings and stuff. In a duel, you have pillars and it's mostly flat ground with like maybe like elevation with a bridge. So it's similar, but not exactly the same. But there or as a hunter, he'll run in BGs out in World PvP, Serpent Sting, for example, or Scorpion Sting, to be able to deny some of the damage from an enemy. Like, it's all really good. But I guess for hunters, they also do have pet sacks, so they're pretty good there too. Night King get a 5-man. All right, let's throw you against Chicago boys. Get you one more try. Chicago's team never really get to play too much. Only a handful of boys from there got to even get a chance at an opportunity to get some games going. So we'll go again. Oh, I'm Horde, lol. That's okay, right? We'll have the groups for Horde most likely next week. Take some good Boomy, will destroy everything. Yeah, Boomy's a pretty good in PvP in general, but in duels, it's a little sketch sometimes. I will agree with that. I love these duels. 5 Del, awesome Del, keep it up. Yo, H3, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Night King, do I gotta go re-queue? Because if I queued you while you had LFG on, I might have to re-queue. Make sure you don't have LFG on, and then I can re-queue again. Because otherwise it's probably bugged. I'll probably need to send the queue a couple times. And then it'll work. Let me know. Requeue. Gotcha. I'm gonna requeue you in Chicago. And hopefully that'll take both of you boys out of the queue. Yep. Somebody queue group for that. And then I'll queue again. And Chicago and Night King, if they both take the queue here, it should work. Unless it's bugged. And then we'll just have to unbug it. It'll take a little bit of time, but we will unbug it. I think it's bugged. Okay. Okay. Try it again. It'll take a couple of attempts. It usually bugs out like that whenever I try to invite people in and they have LFG on. If a fire mage, there we go. I mean, it works immediately. If a fire mage catches a hunter and instead both in ring or frost is over, yeah, you can't sack combustion. That's true. You used to be able to sack it while pet CC though, I believe. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it's still. It's a back and forth game, right? It's a cat and mouse kind of game. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a back and forth, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's true. We got a 5-man on both team, dude. Awesome, awesome. Penetrator's gone though. I miss that boy already. I miss that boy. I miss him. Did I save this? Apparently we're at 130 on US. I don't know how we were at 118 and 130. But apparently we are. Maybe we just got through so many games. I don't know. Alrighty. Got ourselves a group. Switch. We got ourselves team 1 together with Penguin step as a demon hunter, looking kind of like a penguin himself, like that. The beak kind of fits. We got ourselves also iFox Survival Hunter. We got Peachy on this team with Chill Pill somewhere in there, and Peace love you. We got Peace in here, looking pretty cool, honestly. We got Easy in here on that team. We got Chicago, we got Cat, we got us Warcraft. In the back, we got Iffy. And Easy versus iFox, man, from one fire mage into another. This Survival Hunter isn't gonna have an easy time at all, is he? iFox having to go for a bit of an opener with some dots on the side. Gonna be immediate poly. And Easy going for the big Kyrian setup, trying to make the Fire Blast work. I don't know if you can remove that Kyrian setup. It's a debuff. I mean, there's a magic portion of it, but it's a debuff to it for sure. So maybe Easy's can make the big Fire Blast work. If iFox just not doing good at all. Does one. Easy's into a freezing trap, breaks that freezing trap pretty quickly though. Easy's not playing with a trinket at all, so he's only got the human racial. All the time is available, so he's got to have plenty of damage to it. Get interrupted on fire, is going to be able to have the all the time. Try to go for fireballs in order to maybe get the combustion back a little quicker. Shields are up and literally fireball spamming at iFox. Could turn around attention and start fireball on the pet. I think it's exactly what he might try to do. Manic Benders are up for iFox. Easiest can't really interrupt it. Is going to have the Kyrian friend joining the fight, give him a sippy cup, just to make sure he has a bit of help. Nova missing, Polymorph getting interrupted. Easy's might have to Ice Block, Cauterize is going to be used here, and might have to combine Ice Block into it. Not the best setup for Easy's right now. He probably wishes he could have done something different with his go. But he does have combustion coming up very, very soon. He just needs one big go. Ring of Frost on the pet as well as the Hunter. The Hunter getting stuck and do some damage to Easy's, trying to max range him. Might be able to go for some health. Invis, trying to see if he can get out of combat, maybe get some health. Maybe get some food. Does he have any? This young... Oh. I was thinking he was going to sit down and eat some food. But maybe just trying to see if he maybe can remove some of the debuffs off him with Invis. Maybe just something kept him in combat the whole time. Maybe like the one of the pets. Chicago is going to be up next versus iFox, eating a stun in the opener. Chicago's Wolves are focusing on the Rapture though. That's super unfortunate. That Rapture most likely will actually die. These iFox might have to resummon a whole new pet after a bit. Especially if Chicago goes to put a Flame Shock on that thing, which probably should be. Always having a Flame Shock on that thing in case the Hunter ever tries to go for a camo. Flame Shock will break him out of it. No extra healing. Going to be a Door of Shadows trying to come out for iFox. Let's just try to see if he can reposition. Chicago does have an interrupt available there. As an Earth Elemental joins the fight, iFox looking for a bit of a reset. Manic Benders available. The pet does aggro the Earth Elemental, so iFox actually got quite a significant amount of healing off that. And Chicago with the Primordial Wave should have a pretty big Lightning Bolt set up next time he gets to. Wolves are back up, does go for a Shadow Meld, freezing one of the Wolves, which doesn't freeze Chicago, the main menace. Chicago can maybe get himself a decent setup. There's going to be lots of Maelstrom. iFox goes for Feign Death for a second and does get Chicago into a charge trap. Elemental Blast comes out, almost does enough damage. The Wolves are gone, but Earth Elemental stays in Earth LE. Dude, what is he doing? Now he's attacking the right target. Wait, oh, he is still in melee. I think he meleeed the Rapture as he went into camo, which got him out of camo. Maybe it was a Flame Shock. iFox got himself a Manic Benders, no freezing trap. Try to see if he can walk Chicago into it. Does he get to it? Oh, the Earth Elemental, dude, is the bro. He eats it, but he has dots on himself, so he doesn't sit that long at all. Sundering onto iFox, sundering the ground he stands on. And that's a one early blast away. Actually just capitalizes with a big old blast at the end. I like it. That was interesting. Penguin Step is up next. The Demon Hunter. Are we going to see a big old haunt out of him? Trying to go for an I-beam. Does he get the Metamorphosis? I think he does get the charge in. I think that was the Unbound Chaos. No, not Unbound Chaos. Maybe what is it called? The Fell Rush charge. Get him some I-beam. Big old haunt to Chicago. Does interrupt him when that Hex. Trying to make some damage happen. Chicago got that healing though. Plenty of healing. Gift of the Naru keeping him afloat as well. And only now is he using Wall. Didn't even use Wall. Maybe he did use Wall for a portion of that haunt damage. But Penguin had his big one-shot ready. But he's not playing the Momentum build. So maybe he's not going for the one-shot. Maybe he's going for a more normalized Demon Hunter build. He does have the Fell Rush. Or the Fell Charge ability. I wish I knew what it was. It's the one where you do like this charge with fire damage in the first row of talents instead of the I-beam. I feel like I should know these things because I know Fell Rush is their own normal charge. Fell something. Fire something. That's all I know. I don't actually play my Demon Hunter. That's why I was thinking maybe level an actual Demon Hunter through dungeons and stuff. So I can actually have like a real Demon Hunter. Because the current Demon Hunter I have is the guy watching these duels. And his keybinds are all kinds of messed up. And I don't want to have to redo that again. Start on Chicago, big ol' IB available for Penguin Step, going for a big charge on Chicago. Has himself plenty of healing. I think he's going for the heal build while in Metamorphosis. Big Sunder stops him in place for a second, and Penguin Step looking to get the hell out of there. Chicago is really ahead of this. Demon Hunters really have fallen far from grace. And if only Penguin Step may have went for the one-shotty build with a big old charge, maybe he would have had some potential here, because his build right now, I mean, maybe he's going for a heal build, because it doesn't really look like... Is he even leech build, actually? I think he is. He does get some healing. Honda's back up, so it's going to give him quite a bit of healing. If he can maybe get a nice interrupt on Chicago, he actually could maybe make a comeback here. Wait, does miss the interrupt. Chicago able to healing surge. Super low in health. Looks like the Demon Hunter's out of energy at that point. Looking to back up as Chicago got himself that second win with another set of wolves. Big old primordial wave set up on the DH. And Chicago just sees a bit of Maelstrom, and this could be over. Maybe just a Storm Strike. There it goes. That was rough, dude. The Demon Hunter almost made a return. That is really, really rough. Next up is going to be Peace, I think. He's going to give him a piece of his mind. Peace, Allah, love you. I don't know what that name is supposed to be, bro. But he's got some big damage on the Chicago, who does still have Maelstrom and the mana to maintain. Flash Scout does get interrupted. Healing surges, maintaining himself this whole time. The Rogue actually ran out of juice. Went in for a blind. Does he have another reset against Chicago? Chicago does not have the Earth Elemental. Does not have the extra health of the Battle Masters. So if the Rogue goes a little too early, if he doesn't DR his stuns. If the Rogue does not DR his stuns, I think it's over. Cheap shot. Has the big damage. There it goes. The Rogue is Ventio, right? I would imagine he is. Most rogues are. Hunter's Mark with a Cloak of Shadows and advantage burned by the Rogue. Wargun will not be able to find him easily. That's a tough one. That is a tough duel, dude. That's a tough cookie to crack. Fake castle in the game, you see? Yeah, I think maybe what Chicago could have done is he could have... actually, what would have been really, really good is fake cast a... or start casting a real healing surge, get interrupted on Fleshcraft. And then most likely was running the Soul Bind where he immune CC. So then the Rogue can't blind the Fleshcraft, he can't do anything. You get a full shield. And then he might have blinded after the shield was gone. That might have been a little more helpful. Or maybe the Rogue would just blasted through his shield. You never really know. It's tough. Wargrendo staying ahead of the competition. He does get the Hunter's Mark on Peace. As Peace is looking for a reset. Does he not have a Hunter's Mark anymore? He does. Send the pet in. He can totally send the pet. He totally sees where the Rogue is at. Not going to let him get the opener. And the Rogue is denied the crit opener. He does have the common points he can build off the pet. But Wargren at least is denying Rogue the 100% crit setup. I mean, the Rogue could just naturally crit, but at least he's denying that opener. Which, that Lego is getting nerfed, by the way. That's going to be very interesting how that's going to impact the meta. Going to be a trinket out of Peace, out of that stun into a freezing trap as he wants to have a go. And he's just looking at the ground like, why? His hands are just like, why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? I just stepped in it. Evasion is up. He's just trying to cycle defenses to survive this. This Rogue, I think, still has the advantage, though. His one big setup against Wargren could really turn the tide of battle. Hunter's Mark still on him. Wargren does have camo. Sees where the Rogue is at. Kill shots coming through. Feign death for a second. Freezing trap. As the Rogue is ready to stick the dagger in the back of Wargren, just a freezing trap stops him, dude. I love some of these animation freezes with freezing traps and in-caps. It looks so cool. I'm a huge fan of that. It's just, as soon as something happens, either something funny or something, like, epic. Get a shot on the pet. Beast still has cheap shots. If Wargren comes out, he's still gonna get interrupted. Does he want to do that? Might actually be able to disorient. Beast does deny him the reset. Steel trap right after. The Rogue has have cloak, so no Hunter's Mark. If he can somehow get out of this, he'll be okay. Tar trap is gonna slow him. Hunter's Mark needs to be reapplied for Wargren. Does reapply it. He's just not letting this Rogue play the game at all. The Hunter, dude, with a stun on the Shadow Step, denying the Rogue any kind of play. Wargren just absolutely outplayed the Rogue. That was super well done. I mean, every time the Rogue had a go, every time he had a Shadow Step, there's a trap waiting for him, a stun waiting for him. Wargren just played it super safe without using a cooldown, I think. That was really well done. Like, the ball is in Rogue's court, because as soon as the Rogue even gets to touch you or do some damage, it could turn. So you have to be ahead. And he was sprinting ahead of the other guy. Chilpas is up next, though. Can Chilpas... No, he doesn't have Sync anymore. Oh, he doesn't have Sim. So he can't dark sim anything off of Wargun. Wargun doesn't even go for the muzzle interrupt on the Fleshcraft. I think he's tried to walk Chill Pills through the freezing trap, but he has a Merilith Soulbind, doesn't you? Actually, no, Chill Pills. Does he have Merilith or is he back to Emini? Because Emini has a fear. By the way, Emini. I'm doing the Necrolord campaign all over again on the character, and it is Emini. They call him Emini. Call her Emini. The serpent that becomes a bomb. The big one. The princess. Wargren having to go into a defensive stance with the turtle shell. Chill Pill still has plenty of damage. And looks like he just obliterated that pet. Wargren throwing the freezing trap on the Chill Pills does not have a trinket for it. Rife pet is coming out for Wargren, so at least he'll get the pet back and maybe a couple of charges, a couple of ticks of the mending better. 4% dampening 10 minutes into this game. Chill Pills doesn't have cooldowns for 30 seconds. He does have the Frostworm's Fury, so he can do some damage, but not too much. Chill Pills, though, is lacking that healing he needs to survive the long term of this duel as Wargren is chipping away at him. Deathpack might need to come out. IBF could come out here as well. That's going to be AMS for Chill Pills to deal with some of the magic damage, but the kill shots are going to be pretty brutal. That is going to be as much healing for Chill Pills. Oh, Wargren could, if he has a big hit right now, you could actually just end Chill Pills. I don't know if a kill shot could do that much. Does have a Deathpack immediately. IBF on top of it, just trying to survive and kill the hunter before you die yourself. And that's going to be the back-to-back kill. With Kath charging now, trying to see if he might be able to capitalize on a hunter. It looks like it's really down to the last two. Did somebody get DC'd or is it actually down to the last few people? Is it actually down to the Peachy and Kath? Is it? No, I think one of the mages DC'd. I think on team 2 there would have been another mage. Iffy, but Iffy got to play last time, I guess. So I guess it's okay. But the DCs, man, we've been having a lot of DCs today. Like, all the bad, like, Chicago as well as Wargren in the first duel on NA had a pretty bad DC. Peachy coming out in the opener with a Cyclone is getting a rematch with Kath. And Kath has full cooldowns this time. And last time I think he had some cooldowns. Gonna be a port as Peachy does get some dots at the Kath. Do the dots with the Swarm do anything? That's a Moonfire Sunfire, right? I think I have to go into a heavier dot build probably to make the dots do more. I mean, he's got a melting, but the healing he got right now is still pretty decent. I wonder if Blizzard will ever be able to make a Necrolord booming a thing. I think those Swarm might need to up the damage of dots by like 50% and last a lot longer or something for boomies. I think that's the only way to do it because it's really good for Resto. Not bad for Guardian. We've seen Pharaoh's played, but boomies. That's the final frontier that we haven't seen really. Peach is still trying it though, trying to make it work. It's gonna be the Swarm back into Kath. And it looks like he's just not taking any damage from the Swarm at all, or dots. Maybe he doesn't have any dots? Kind of weird. Unless he was able to maybe deny the Swarm with an incap. Peachy does get a bash on him. Maybe he can get a setup. Star is flying. And looks like Kath is just waiting out until cooldowns. Actually, Kath has all the CDs. Are they just waiting until further dampening? They're waiting out for something. They're waiting out for something. That is going to be Diffuse Magic with a Ring of Peace, denying Peachy from being able to approach him too closely. The dots are starting to build up maybe even a little. Maybe. But Kath is just trying to deny any kind of damage for the time being. Peachy is able to hit through the card though. Just that side just keeps reaching somehow. And Kath is bailing away. He has full cooldowns for offensives and even has a Karma. So he could have a really big go, but maybe it's something Peachy is doing that's different. Because Kath is playing this extra safe. Peachy in that bear form. And Kath doesn't even want to touch him while he's in bear form. Maybe off this incap maybe has it go? No, just going for Vivifies back to back. Peach is so far just, I guess, waiting. And so is Kath. They're waiting for something. Is Kath waiting for all cooldowns? Does get interrupted. Peachy might be able to make something happen. Kath actually getting in that melee. Thorns are up. It could maybe make something of those thorns. Is going to go for Vivifies. Does get the sippy cup rolling. Not a lot of dots that could be removed by Peachy. There goes the Karma. Maybe that's going to be some damage. Leg soup and looks like Kath bails out of it. Lets the Karma do some damage. Maybe, I don't know, not playing good Karma. So he actually doesn't have any way to heal up. Interesting. Peachy chilling out in bear form. Kath just avoiding him as best as he can. I wonder why. I think Peachy wins this. You think so? Is that why he's doing it? Huh. Pretty crazy. Gonna be a big old roar by Peachy Cyclone. It's 10,550% of 40%. I think it'll be double actually, Chill Pills. I think it'll be just slightly double, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Peachy versus Cass, still just dotting up. I'm not really sure how to commentate this duel. He's just kind of dotting him up. Maybe Cass finally going in. He does get his win. It is Peachy in a bear form with thorns. Does get interrupted with Cass. Starter is coming through. Maybe Cass wants to go for some damage. He's no longer in bear form. Barskins up for Peachy. Leg sweep. Chicken for Peachy into flash cap. Does interrupt Cass for a second. Full Fist of Fury are flying. Peachy does have Incarnation ready. Bashes Cass. Does have a chicken for it. And Peachy just sees a couple starters. I think maybe Cass, that's why maybe he played super carefully. Because he probably thought, like, you know what, against the Boomy, I'm just dead. They actually gets a shot of him in the last second, dude. It's like, I wasn't even here. That was actually a weird duel at the end. Came down to Peachy versus Cass, and for last time, Cass just came in and just went full aggro. This time, Cass went super, super careful, and Peachy whittled him down. Maybe at that high dampening, he was just playing it very, very cautiously against the Druid. Pretty weird. Anyway, that was a duel, though. That was an interesting duel. I really do think they need to buff Necrolord Boomies. There's not enough of them. They gotta do something for Necrolord Boomkin, because there's not, like, Boomy's dots are kind of sort of important, like Sunfire, Moonfire. But I think you might need to play, like, maybe it's a different build you gotta play as a Boomy. I don't know. That's a good question. Had the wrong gear? Oh, it's so good. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense, then. Alrighty, boys. I think it's gonna be it for the night. I gotta get some food, and I'm gonna go relax and chill. Thank you so much for joining. I'm glad you guys enjoyed and joined us for the NA duels. We got EU duels on Fridays, NA duels every Saturday. You guys are more than welcome to join in the fun. Other shamans are or Esprit, you think so? I killed Chicago. Pretty good. Didn't do bad at all. Didn't do bad at all. I think, yeah, Monk doesn't have a lot of sustaining combat and damp effects than Monk, or more than the Peachy effects. Probably that's why. Yeah, probably that's why. It was just different, you know. Normally I don't see Monks chilling. Dal, yo, what's up, man? Hold on. Thoughts on Season 2 PvP leather set is the same as the heroic set, other than Eyes and Gem Crown. Lol. Yeah, the leather set, even the elite version doesn't look any different. Sorry about that, boys. But yeah, you're right, dude. Unless they add some special effect, the rogue leather set for PvP and PvE, even elite set is just the recolors. So none of the sets look interesting. I mean, there's like a color palette that's a little different, but it's gonna be, yeah, other sets at least have like some extra effect. Like the hunters and the male gear has like the shoulders are like fiery. Then the I think the plate, the shoulders are like spitting out red harder a little bit, like the current legendaries. Cloth has these skulls that are floating and they're just like on fire or whatever, blue fire. Rogues and leather it's just same set, it's just a different color. It's just all different colors. I don't think the eyes glow any brighter. It's actually the same. You're right, it's kind of weird. Pretty weird, dog. I hope they just add like some kind of a cool effect or whatever, or maybe make it spikier, because like it's a good looking set. I don't know though. Anyway, boys, thank you so much for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed the duels. I'm gonna go. Tomorrow is my day off from stream, so I'm gonna be working on videos and just chilling, relaxing, getting more alts finished out. Monday we come back and we do some alt stuff or PTR stuff at the last minutes, at the last second. Tuesday we come back with big box openings, and hopefully Tuesday we'll have more PTR updates. If not Tuesday, then Wednesday, and hopefully we'll have actual raid testing next week. But yeah, thank you boys so much for coming by. Appreciate it so much for joining. Let me move AJ over here, my man. What a big boy, my man. Appreciate you, my guy. All right, boys, you guys take it easy. I'll see you boys Monday. Yeah, you come back Monday for some of the last minute alt stuff. Thank you, boys. You guys take a good one. Peace.